camera is right there, by the way, in case you're wondering where to look.
I just see the screen. So I'm not really sure if anybody's going to be here this late. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
You're so nuts. That's why I look like crap, guys, because...
But we were sitting around and we kind of gotten hungry. We ran out of propane and we've packed up most of the stuff. Tomorrow we're going to go get some general basic groceries because we're getting really close. Road trip groceries.
Yeah.
So, but we started going through a bunch of our bags of foods that we've had around for a while. And we ran into an MRE that was sent to us from England. When did
Probably
they?
2 years ago.
A couple years ago, yeah. And
sadly, we can't even remember the name of the guy that sent it to us.
we're gonna eat it. We're gonna taste it, and
we're gonna taste it. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to eat much of it.
But anyway, I'm used to eating MREs. I was in the Army in the early to mid 90s, and I was eating MREs that were made back in Vietnam. So, yeah, to me, it's not a big deal. Anyway,
I'm a little nervous.
we do have a cherry turnover, which we're going to have for afterwards. She found some peanut butter.
And some biscuits, which is what we generally call crackers.
There's a bunch of other stuff in here we're probably not going to mess
Well,
with.
there's one thing in here I do want us to try.
Anyway, I've got a cherry drink and a couple sugars that I'm going to add to a thing of water.
It's called a V6 Dental Care. Hi, old Mr. Clunker.
Hey,
Mr.
how you
Clunker.
doing?
So that's so wrong. It's almost 1 a.m. But there's 2 pieces in here, so we each have.
Okay, so we're going to try that. Here's a tuna bean pasta. So I don't know. We're going to give it a shot.
We're going to do this one.
Chickpea curry
Chickpea curry.
with onions and potatoes. We'll try that. A chicken hanging.
And spicy curry sauce. We probably have to do this one first so I can eat other stuff to get the burn out of my mouth afterwards.
We're going to try that. And here's some plain rice. So, you want me to grab a bowl and we'll just kind of...
Yeah, or a plate or something.
I'll
We
grab a
didn't
bowl.
plan this very well.
We didn't plan this at all.
Late live show, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said couldn't sleep, something else. Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, we're surprised too. But we were getting ready to do it, and I thought, I don't want to waste this opportunity for us to have some time with y'all.
James Ortiz, hey, how you doing?
Well,
Chow, yeah.
I don't know if we're actually going to chow. I might have a bite or two of some of it.
We're going to try it out.
I'm not.
We've had this for a couple years, and it was, and I apologize, but I don't remember who
If you
sent
guys
it.
remember who sent it to him, let us know.
I don't remember. Yeah, I know he was from England.
Mm-hmm. It's like I can see it right there, but
I'm blanking. I'm sorry, but
cannot pull up
he
his
sent it
name.
to us a couple years ago, and
Well, he sent it to you. But...
us because he sent you some creams and stuff too. Remember?
Oh yeah, my lotions and stuff.
Yeah.
That I still have some of.
Yeah. So anyway,
I wanted to do that curry one first, so I can get the spiciness out of my mouth.
all right. So we're gonna try the chickpea curry with onion and potato in a spicy curry sauce.
And I was gonna read expiration dates to you guys.
It's like 2017.
August of 2017.
Please.
Best before in
Whatever.
August of 2017.
Whatever. Oh, okay. He took it. I didn't read what you put there.
Mr. O'Clunker, what'd you put, dude?
I didn't read that. I
Yeah.
missed it. I missed that. But anyway, like I said before, when I was in the Army in the early and mid 90s, I was eating MREs that was packaged back in the Vietnam War. So, and they're definitely not poofy or anything like that.
No,
So.
they don't feel disformed. They don't. Uh-oh.
I grabbed a bowl of Cheerios and sat down to the computer.
Nice. Cheerios is like my favorite cereal, and I hardly ever get it.
It doesn't smell horrible.
Oh, God, yes, it does.
So instead of dirtying up dishes,
Don't we still have some plastic? Oh, you take a bite first.
All right, here we go with
I'm so scared.
with the chickpea curry.
Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Okay.
It's horrible.
Oh.
It's not bad.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Moved on. Ew.
I just don't care. Hey, you can have this. I just don't care for the curry. I'm not a curry eater. So hold on, let's get this in a bowl.
Part of the problem too is that it's cold. I'm into cold foods like this. I prefer they be heated.
And that doesn't bother me.
But the texture is also funky. But I think if it were heated, the texture would be better.
Yeah, but I don't think it would taste any better.
Yeah, but I'm such a sensory person that texture is like a big thing to me.
Yeah. All right, well.
That was just nasty.
We're going to give that to Violet.
We'll see if Violet eats it.
She's...
Violet approves.
She's going to eat it. All right, so we have a...
Chicken pantang? Panang?
Pangang?
Panang? I don't know. It's from, where'd you say it was? From Korea or
No.
Vietnam?
No.
Thailand?
It's...
You said it was from somewhere.
No, I said it was packaged in Denmark.
Oh. What was the one you said was packaged somewhere, like Thailand or something?
Hold on.
Okay, so the expiration date on this one.
It said the tuna bean pasta said it was made in Thailand.
Yeah. Okay, so the expiration date on this one is 5 of 2000. Oh my gosh, 14.
Oh, please. I was eating MREs. I was eating MREs that in the 90s that were made in the 60s.
I'm tasting it. You can't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. Okay, here's a couple sugars.
Why are you opening sugars? You don't need to put sugar.
Open that water, please.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, believe me, I've drank these things before. You need sugar.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put a couple sugars in there. And we are going to electrolyte drink powdered cherry.
Electrolyte or electrolyte?
Yeah, that. Right in there.
Wow. Sorry, I didn't realize I was holding that kind of off camera. Hold on, stop it, Mr. Magoo. Gosh. Grabby Gus. No, don't get it on our bed when you shake it.
Yeah. I have a tendency to spill stuff.
Hence why my foot is laying in a wet spot on our floor. He dumped a whole thing of this earlier.
I did. Big thing of ice
all
water.
The ice. I gave him all the ice that was left in the thing.
All right, here we go. We're going
to
taste this cherry drink.
Taste or chug?
It's not horrible. It has
Your idea of not horrible and my idea of not horrible are so removed from each. God, the aftertaste is worse.
All right.
You scooched away from me, or I scooched away from you, or something.
You must have scooched away from me because I ain't moved. Chicken, whatever this is. Here we go.
I don't know who else here, but hi. I mean, I know Mr. Old Clunker and I forget the last person. Sorry, Mr. Old Clunker, James. That's right.
I don't know if I even want to try this.
Okay. Oh, that it looks like worms.
It's not that.
Don't move it. I will move the camera. It looks like worms.
Smell it.
Oh gosh, do I want to? Oh, I can. Oh no, no. Mm-mm. That smells all kinds of not right.
I'm not even gonna let my dog eat that.
No. However, she cleaned the bowl.
Okay, back off.
No. She liked the curry.
All right. Anyway, let's try the tuna bean pasta. We'll see what we get through here.
Well, if nothing else, I might kill my appetite for anything else tonight.
You know, actually, I was going to go live earlier today.
He was, and then I don't know what happened. He just decided no. Oh, I didn't read the expiration date on this one. Okay, so the expiration date set. I keep forgetting to put my eyeballs back on. April of 2015. You have fun with that.
Back off.
Get back. You know better. Let's see.
I'm thinking about
It's
it.
the tuna smell, man.
No, I don't know. It's just.
It's that tuna smell. He's so brave. I know. Oh, that doesn't even look good.
No, this is actually good.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, yeah.
He said it's not bad, though.
This actually tastes good. Yeah, I don't know if you watched that one video, but
Show them what it looks like on the spoon.
I was sitting there eating dog food one day. This is actually good, seriously.
That just does not, no.
Mm. Mm.
The things you do for your peoples. For your I almost said bushwhackers.
This is really good.
You enjoy.
I was a little concerned after smelling that other one because honestly, I don't want to get sick because I ate something bad.
Yeah, we have a lot to do this week. So today we got the top of the van loaded up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got.
Where's her bowl?
Right here. We've got hold on, girl. We've got some of the kitchen stuff is in there. I want to show. You guys see? It's got some good looking pasta in it and stuff. It's just
So
the smell.
other than the kitchenry items that we still have in here,
The food in our bed.
the food in the bed, everything
We're packed.
else is packed and loaded. And we are leaving Sunday.
And today is technically at this point Tuesday.
Today
After
is
midnight.
Tuesday, technically, yes. So, and I'm gonna try to make sure we do a live on the way out of
Need that
town.
charger to plug this in. I just realized we didn't plug it in yet. And I don't know how long my phone will last, guys. We're doing this on my phone, on his computer, because the Wi-Fi was acting really strange earlier. There you go.
So yeah, we
Hold on,
are.
guys. I gotta move you for a second.
She plugged us in.
Well, hopefully it stays plugged in, because my charging cable is like not
Just
wanting
have
to
to-
stay plugged in.
There we go.
Hopefully
So,
that works. I
yeah.
don't know. We'll see.
So
Yeah. It's good.
I'm super excited about getting out of here. Honestly, can't wait to get back on the road.
But we have a very busy week this week,
We
getting
do
ready too.
do have a busy week. She cleaned that up.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
You gave it to her. Tuesday we have, wish I had my book. It's over there. Tomorrow, well today, Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not doing that one. I'm done.
Hmm.
Oh, except for the fun stuff back here. Well, I don't know. Depends on how it smells and looks too. Anyway,
right.
so Tuesday.
Oh!
And it went everywhere.
Hold on. Hold my chicken stuff. Tuna, whatever.
Oh man, not all
Via
over the
fix it.
floor.
Via fix it. All right, V, come here. Get that.
She's like, get what? I don't see nothing. Anyway, so we have to get tomorrow. The plan
Not
is
that. Right here.
we need to. We've got a little shopping to do, like he said. We're also going to. I want to finalize the kitchen stuff and go ahead and get it put in there. We're just gonna buy like some simple groceries or bread, like sandwich stuff for the rest of this week. We only need and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the only 3 days that we need food. Friday we're having Chinese food with Jaden and spending Friday with him. And
Oh, get out of there.
Get out of there. Daddy said no. And we're watching fireworks at a local racetrack.
All right.
That's Friday. Saturday we are
Give me her bowl, will you?
eating dinner with Michael and Jalinda, and then going to fairgrounds on the next county over, and watching those fireworks over there. Sunday is actually the day we're leaving, but we're not leaving until about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we're having a dinner here with my parents and my cousin. Well, I thought you were going to give that to her.
Oh, she's wanting to eat it. So.
All right, come here.
Hey.
B, follow Mama over here.
So there we go.
So that's, and then the get ready part is, let's see, tomorrow, like I said, we're buying the food stuff. Wednesday, we need to finish getting everything in the van and everything out of here. Hi, James. So
hey, James, how you doing?
And then Thursday, we're gonna clean the carpets because we have to clean in here really good. I promised Mom that we would. And then, like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is busy with holiday festivities and family get together. And then we're out of here Sunday, late Sunday afternoon. So we are getting so close. Oh, I have a little Tabasco. You gonna put that in there? You're gonna be sick all night long.
Are you having any?
Nope. I'm waiting for you to get to the good stuff. Are you gonna eat like all that?
I'm gonna try.
Boy, babe.
Tabasco.
James, you missed the faces of the nasty stuff that. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's like solidified in there, honey. I don't think you should continue to try. We're both wearing our pajamas, actual pajamas.
Yes.
I'm gonna get these Tabascos to open up, but I think they're too old. This was sent. Ooh. James McIntyre, this was sent. Dude, no. Come on, man. He's killing me. Mr. O'Clunker said those little bottles are collectibles now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they don't make them anymore.
Huh. You want them?
So what are you eating now? You're eating the tuna bean pasta with rice. You added the rice to it. Did that help the flavor? Huh? He's chewing. You could have nodded and said yeah or.
Actually, the rice kind of made it dry.
Yeah.
Which is why I was adding the Tabasco sauce.
Ah. There's honey behind you.
Yeah.
No.
So we're super excited. We know people that bought them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if he hadn't opened those two, we probably could have sold all three of them for like a nice little penny. All right, I think you've had enough. You're going to be throwing up. You've had 2 bowls full. That's enough. No more. The dog is down here for those of you that aren't aware yet. Right? Me too, Mr. O'Clunker. I don't collect much of anything but dust. And here lately, I feel like I've collected a lot of fat. So I can't wait to get back on the road because on the road, the one thing we did both do nicely was lose some weight. So I'm excited to get back on the road and get back to a healthier us. Yep, almost.
I lost 14 pounds out there.
I didn't lose quite that much, but I lost a good little chunk. I was happy with what I lost. So if I'd stayed on that path, I would have lost like 70 pounds by now. You know what? You're so busy chewing your food.
One more bite and then I'm done.
So, she cannot have it. Do not let her have any more unless you're going to clean up the puke. We're going to do some squeezed peanut butter. There was a date on this. I don't remember what it was. Hold on, let me find it. I don't know why I keep looking at these dates. They freak me out. Bentley. It is September of 18, I think is what it says.
Oh, heavens.
To Murgatroyd even. And we got a cool spoon. Oops. You want to taste the peanut butter?
Hey, Kaylin, how you doing?
Hey, Kaylin.
It goes well. I'm kind of intruding upon your little territory there. We pulled an MRE out and was tasting it.
This expired May of 18. And they're biscuits, which I think is what we would call a cracker.
Yeah. Which
I'm officially dubbing an offensive term to anybody that uses it. Thank you very much.
What?
If I can't say Eskimo pie, y'all can't call me a cracker. Just saying. That's the new one.
Who says you can't say Eskimo pie?
That's the new one that
they're... bullshit.
Oh, no.
Let me see.
No. Oh.
What?
Smell it.
Ew.
See? That's not okay.
I like UK rations. Would love to get my paws on more. This one was sent to us a couple years ago. We never did eat it.
Sadly, we don't even remember who sent it.
And
we're not happy with ourselves.
We just dug into it. Some of it I wasn't touching with a 10-foot pole. Tastes better than it.
No.
No?
That's very disappointing.
I ate an MRE from 1973 for my birthday. Now, I used to eat MREs from the 70s all the time. When I was in the Army, that's all we had was the early, mid-70 MREs.
Mm-mm.
So anyway.
I'll eat more of this, though. Peanut butter's good. I have peanut butter.
How many grams of peanut butter?
Oh, good question.
I saw it on the back.
You saw it on the back? Because I see it on the front.
Okay, well, there you go.
31.7 grams, or 1.12 ounces for those of us who don't do metric.
Yeah, they are good. Which one did you get?
Did you guys see the live that we did in the park? What was that, 2 weeks ago? Uh-oh. You okay, baby? Are you okay? She suddenly, was sticking at her face. Did a mosquito get you?
Oldest one was early 80s MRE. Rest were pretty good.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, I used to kind of live off of them. The ham loaf, I've never had a ham loaf.
Never heard of a ham loaf.
Pound cake.
I liked that pasta one that I had.
Most of the MREs that all the MREs that I ever ate in the Army were from the Vietnam War, and they were set up a little different than the way they are now.
All right, this one was best by 11 of 17, and it's a cherry turnover.
The only one of those, there were like 12 or 13, 14, somewhere around there, different variations of them. The only one I refused to eat was the hash. I couldn't stand the hash.
Oh, okay. She says the C rations, or MCIs. Interesting. All right, I'm going to show them before you pull it out. All right. Ooh.
Do not eat. Here's a little absorber.
Oh, that thing looks so funky. Oh.
No, they look just like, yep, little cake.
It's even got an indent of that little packet on it.
Cherry turnover.
Can you guys see the little
yep.
indent?
The brown bag, corned beef. Yeah, the corned beef hash was horrible. Oh, you liked it? Ooh. Yeah. I couldn't stand, I don't like corned beef hash.
I want to go from the center because I want to get the filling part.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, the corned beef hash was the one that I really couldn't eat. Yeah, they'll last forever. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It smells so weird. Oh my God, I can't believe you just go for it.
It's not horrible.
Yes, it is. It's totally horrible.
Hash, hope to get some of those cans soon.
Ugh. See, no. It's too much. I'm glad we did this because I would have hated to have to rely on this out on the road and then find out.
I've never eaten any of the C rations.
Oh, sorry guys. I'm opening a Dental V6 Dental Care. I'm assuming it's like our Trident or whatever.
Probably.
Yeah, it's like 2 little chiclets. Like 2 little chiclet pieces of gum. And I could not find it. I didn't know if you wanted it or not. I could not find it.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Hi, Sarah. Hi.
Yep.
What time
James
is
said he loves corned beef. It's 5 hours earlier there, I think.
I thought it was 5 hours later. I always get it backwards.
I think it's earlier.
So these were good up until October 17th.
Good morning. Okay, so it's morning. Morning for you or for us? Yeah, it's like
Mmm.
really late.
You're not a gum person, but I like it.
I'm getting full.
Get that now. We'll quit eating. Throw it away. It's nasty anyway.
It isn't nasty.
It's nasty.
Okay, it's 6 a.m. there. See, yeah.
Told you.
Yeah, it's only like 1 o'clock here. So now we got a bunch of mess to clean up later.
Yeah. No. Gosh, no. That's nasty, nasty.
All right. Oh.
One more thing.
Okay, now.
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
I'm not a gum chewer, but hold on to the case in case I need to chew on something. Yeah. I found, because I have COPD and lung issues and I cough a lot all the time, and I found it at certain times chewing gum kind of stops me from coughing. I don't know what that's all about, but so here are the matches that came with this MRE. I'm going to save those. And the reason I mention that is because the ones I used to get used to come with a little book, a green book of matches. And I used to mix the match heads. I'd cut the match heads off. Watching them. That's the meals ready to eat. It's a military
Food ration.
that they give you in packs.
Sarah, I think you were with us when we did one in the park. Only the one we did was an American one. And this one was actually sent to us by a subscriber of Richard's from the UK. So it's a UK version of it.
Yeah.
Which
It was old and out of date, and we still tried it out.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I used
Richard was a bigger sport than I was, because about the second item I was done.
I would cut the heads off of the matches, stick them in my food, and eat them, because when you're out in the field so long and you're hot and sweaty and the mosquitoes around, you'll start sweating that sulfur. Yeah, she remembers. And the mosquitoes and bugs stop bothering you to some degree. So, but yeah, it wasn't too
trying to
bad.
follow a fly. Sorry, I'm watching the dog.
Let's say we were just laying here, and I'd wanted to do a live earlier today, but we never did get around to it. I was going to do a hey, I'm going live video and post it a couple hours before we were going to go live, but my computer was jacking up. Well, the internet. 11 p.m.
Where James is, it's 11
James?
p.m.
So, where you at, James?
Well, that puts him around out west, around the Denver area, I would think. Colorado area.
I don't know.
Utah,
So,
maybe.
see, you don't know.
I don't know.
In Iowa. Yeah, she's in Iowa. Yeah. After midnight here in Iowa. Yeah, you're not horribly far away from us. We're here in Indiana. Last night to see if you were doing a live. Well, I was going to do one tonight, and I did a video, like a minute and a half video saying, hey, I'm going to be live. And when I was trying to upload it onto YouTube, the internet was jacking up and it wouldn't load up. So I just kind of got irritated and just decided to heck with it. So we didn't go live today when I was wanting to. We're just laying here and trying to find something to eat.
Kaylin was live
She was
yesterday.
I think I
thought you
saw
said you
that.
were on. Didn't you say you went on for a few minutes?
I don't remember. I think I saw that. I was headed to your channel and something happened.
Probably the internet again. It's just
And I can't remember why I didn't make it there. I think I remember that. Kaylin says, hello, little pup.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's not so much a little pup anymore. She's my age, really, at this point.
Look at her. Ooh, she gave you the death stare. Don't you be saying tell people my age.
It's my girl right here. It's my baby.
She has done so good since her surgery.
Yeah, she had 3 cysts removed from her.
Her suture spots look good. Sarah says my brother bought an RV on Saturday. Cool. What kind?
She got interrupted and started at 7, Kaylin said. Yeah. Well, I would love to have an RV, but ain't going to happen.
No.
Just isn't going to happen.
Yeah, she did great,
Yeah.
Kaylin. She, I love your name, by the way, Kaylin. That's one of my favorite names. She, the first 48 hours were
New
rough.
Mexico. Okay.
Ah, I was so close. I said
We're headed
Vegas.
out that direction.
Oh, it's gonna be a while
Next
before we
couple,
get there.
2 or 3 months, maybe. I don't know.
It'll be like fall before we get there, because I'm not going in August to like New Mexico,
No.
Arizona. Oh heavens, no!
You better come with a driver. Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't drive.
Oh no!
Kaylin doesn't drive.
She did really, really good. We had trouble keeping her calm. We weren't supposed to let her get real stupid active for like 12 days, and especially the first 5 days. And man, after that first 48 hours, it was hard to keep her from trying to jump and chase things. We had to take her out on the leash, not just let her out on her lead like we normally do. And
I seen your videos where you were fishing, Kaylin. I haven't got a chance to watch them yet, but I
tell
did
them
see
where we're
that.
going Sunday when we leave. What do you get to do?
So Sunday when we leave, we're gonna go down to southern Indiana somewhere. Central Southern Indiana somewhere. And one of her high school buddies lives down there, and he's got a private pond, and we're gonna go crash on his property.
If it's private, does that mean I can fish too?
Yes.
I might fish too.
Yes. So we're gonna go there, and we're gonna do some fishing.
20 years old. It has an E8000. It's really good condition. Wow, good stuff. Oh, that's cool. Wait, I didn't see the license here.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Lady Blind Wolf.
How you doing? Thank you very much for showing up. I've been watching your videos, by the way. I have been trying to keep up with watching videos of your videos.
I don't know how you're drinking that garbage.
It's good. It's good. And how are you doing tonight? And you're on the same time as we are, so maybe a little late.
What are you doing up so late, lady? Careful.
It does kind of have a bad aftertaste.
That aftertaste is a killer. Yeah, it'll.
What's NP?
NP.
I'm not up on the
no problem.
Oh, no problem. Okay. And TY is thank you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Give it a chance to make it and fix it up and how you want.
Teenagers and a girl.
Yeah. Teenagers and a girl, I mean.
A girl someone has to supervise. Okay.
The group.
Oh, that's why she's up so late.
Okay.
And teenagers are married.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, we were so lucky with the boys that we didn't have a whole lot of...
We didn't have really any problems with them at all.
Mm-mm.
No, I did really well.
Yeah.
Really well. Most of my kids have never given me any real trouble.
Sorry. I had to.
I hope tomorrow, if weather allows, to do... scrying mirror. I made a scrying mirror several years ago. I think I did a video on it. I had to
bind mine and get rid of it.
Sure that isn't a girl?
Yeah, she typed girl once, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So who's... I'm sorry, I'm getting names confused, guys.
Lady Blind Wolf.
If
she's a newer subscriber.
Yeah.
She's from the same state we're from. And yes, and I told you, she's like almost blind or is blind.
Oh yeah, Kaylin, it's her brother that got it, not her. So I don't know if Richard's giving you any history in my religious beliefs.
I haven't.
I was raised in church, Christian church. Most of it was Pentecostal. Yes, we speak in tongues and sing and dance.
Holy
rollers. I swayed from that for quite a while, actually. For a little bit of the sway, I was practicing Wicca. And
well, you weren't really Wiccan because...
I think I was.
Well, you were more...
I practiced. We'll say I practiced.
You were pagan.
Okay.
You were pagan.
And
Wiccans are fluffy, pink fluffy bunny.
Okay, yeah, I was a little more hardcore.
Yeah.
Richard was always impressed with my abilities.
She's powerful.
We had to be careful. I actually screwed up my biological clock at one point.
Urban Prepper, hey, how you doing?
Hey, Urban Prepper. partially blind and went to blind school.
Okay, yeah.
And so, anyway, I have gone back to my original beliefs, but with the knowledge that is more than one being that overrules everything, I'm not. It's hard. My religion right now. I was like, Richard was always amazed.
She is naturally powerful. Her problem, he's good. Her problem is that she creates problems for herself.
I did. I completely changed my biological clock and really screwed up my system for a while.
She jacked herself up pretty decent, pretty good. Yeah. Of your own doing, by the way.
Of my own doing. I fully admit that. But you gotta admit, the spell was pretty freaking amazing.
You're powerful. I'm not denying that.
I'll never forget that drive home, and I told you what was going on.
I'm not denying that.
And you were like, wait a minute, what did you do? And how did you do it? And I was telling him everything, and he was like, dang.
The thing is, I'm of the mind that I will do anything that I want to do. But I'll accept the consequences that come of that. And I'm not talking about consequences from a higher power or anything like that. I mean consequences of reactions to my actions. So she just never understood that you
say I didn't understand.
Well, then you didn't. Then you didn't care.
I was willing to take the risks.
No,
and
well,
the risks end up being higher. Than
Yeah. So anyway, I've always said she would do stuff that I would never consider doing. I would never consider doing a lot of the stuff she did.
I also.
And there's a lot of stuff I would do, but not.
I also. I wasn't nice. I'll put it that way. I wasn't nice. That last thing I did was not nice, and that was actually what changed my practice a little bit.
Well, it's all perspective.
Well,
good, bad, right, wrong. That's all perspective.
Honestly, to say I have guilt over it, I don't think that's the right word.
You shouldn't.
Because I felt like all I did was perpetuate karma.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans.
I don't know if you guys.
So what part do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the last thing I did or the first thing I did?
You guys talk about that. I'm going to clean this mess up while she's talking. I'm wearing my awesome skirt.
Yeah,
my dress.
We're both in our night dresses.
I love this dress.
Energy is most positive. What you do, you reflect. Yes.
Yeah. Magic is not good or bad.
No,
it's not right or wrong. It's what you use it for. And I don't even believe in right or wrong and good and bad. That's just perspective.
So do you guys want to hear the first thing that I did that screwed up my body, or do you want to hear the last thing that I did that has me very conflicted?
They said they want to hear both.
They want to hear both. Richard says you guys want to hear both. So you want story time? All right. So the first thing I did, Jaden, our youngest, was about 6 months old. No, he was a little bit older than that. He was almost a year old. Richard had gotten a vasectomy, but I wasn't done having kids. So I decided to cast that we could still have one more child. I couldn't read that, so if you want to... You gotta be careful going over there.
Started out Wiccan, but personally I am not much for law of 3.
Well,
the law of 3 isn't real.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not real. It isn't.
Yeah.
Because pink fluffy bunnies, which are Wiccans, the pink fluffy bunnies, they do not live by the laws of nature. They don't. All they are just another version of Christianity. That's all it is. They've got a deity that tells them what to do, and they have to abide by this. They got these rules, and all that stuff. And that stuff's not real.
Yeah. So, I really wish I could remember more of how I cast, but I knew
She basically tried to make her have another kid.
Yeah,
with me.
I tried to make sure that he could help me produce another child.
Wasn't gonna happen.
The damage that it did to me was, and I already had issues with my Sarah.
It was created in the 50s by Gerald Gardner. He was a nudist, and what he did is he ran into a acting troop, and they were practicing what he perceived as ancient witchcraft. It probably wasn't, but he used what he learned from them and started a religion called Wicca, and he packaged it like ancient paganism, but it's really not. But he packaged it like ancient paganism, and that's how it is today. They claim to be
don't
nature.
Believe that God created them.
Well, no, some of them do.
Most of them don't.
Well, they believe in deity,
but
just not the
one
Christian.
deity.
No,
yeah.
no.
So anyway,
only Christians believe in one.
I was basically unable to cycle. I couldn't follow a cycle any longer.
You jacked yourself up.
I was having trouble.
The Wicca. Yeah. Oh.
No, come over here and scroll up.
Is that like the film The Wicker Man? Wait, are you talking about Wicker Man? But there is a documentary on Jared Gardner. But I don't know if you're talking about
that's called Wicker. Yeah, I don't know.
If you're talking about the movie called Wicker Man, no, that's different. I mean, it's paganism, but
it's not a good side of paganism.
The one with Christopher Lee in it, is that what you're talking about?
I thought Nicolas Cage was in one.
No, that's the new version.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Incorporate.
Yeah. So for about
that's more witchcraft.
Yeah.
Which is what I am.
So for about 3 years, I really struggled with my body doing what it was supposed to do, and
because you jacked it up.
I jacked it up hardcore. Michael Caine was in it.
Michael Caine. Yeah. That's Wicker Man. That's the Wicker Man. Yeah, that's the Wicker Man.
Personally, I feel that what Gerald Gardner taught was what was and had merit, but personally, I think he was a bit of a pervert. Oh, probably.
Gardner was a pervert. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. He was absolutely, yeah. When I first started looking into it and deciding whether or not I wanted to practice, the only thing I actually did find was Wicca. And that was what everybody was calling it back then. And this was in the 80s, 90s. 80s, 90s. Yeah. Yes. Well, but see, the thing is we don't believe in the devil.
And honestly, it's not. I mean, usually it's about elements.
Oh, sorry. She wants to hear the story.
Oh, okay.
I can talk about this all night long.
I knew once he started, I wasn't going to get to finish.
Yeah. Sorry.
But anyway, so I finally had to release that, and then finally my body started to straighten up. I'm not getting into exactly how I did it because I personally believe that anything like that, anything you cast, anything that you write is personal and should not be shared that way. I still feel that way. I felt that way from the beginning. Now, the instant karma, well, not instant karma, but the bringing the karma on to somebody. There was a girl who was hot for Richard, to say the least, which I was used to. Had dealt with it for years at that point. But she became a stalker. And
I had a few of those.
Well, this one went past the line that I was willing to allow to continue.
And look what happened.
And she literally accused him of rape one night, to the point we had detectives knocking on our door at midnight or 1 a.m., something like that, and taking him down to the police station and questioning him for 4 hours.
We had fun, too.
And tried to basically ruin our lives. She never was charged with falsely accusing, making a false police report.
Even though she admitted it.
Defamation of character. Even though she fully admitted it multiple times. We had her on tape.
She told the cops she was lying.
Yeah, that she was lying. So anyway, I put a cast out, and about 2 years later, while she was stalking another man, she was hitchhiking on a highway at like midnight 30 and was struck by a car that was doing 70 plus miles an hour, and it literally obliterated her all over the highway. And when I mean obliterated, I mean they picked her up in pieces. Here's where I have my guilt. The person that hit her is a friend of my cousin's. And that person was severely traumatized. The last I heard, and this happened in 2004. The last I heard, no, 2003. The last I heard, they were in like therapy for it. I mean, it messed them up bad. Oh, I didn't like it all the way on me like that. That's why I had it kind of
Okay.
So that's where my guilt is. I have no guilt over her death whatsoever.
But you didn't do it. You didn't cause that.
I felt like I did though.
Well, yes, I understand you feel that way.
My guilt was off the hook for a little while.
But it was her actions that
that's
created
why I said
the situation.
I feel like I brought on her karma. Like I was like, okay, karma, really? Pick up the pace.
Karma's not real either.
Well, I know you believe that.
None of that's real.
So anyway, those are my stories.
How old?
Well, it wasn't my family member. It was a friend of a family member. I didn't know this person that hit her. I still don't know who it was. But he was messed up for a long time. Now, like I said, that happened back in 2003. I don't know how that person is today. I've done a lot of praying for them. I hope he's okay. But that's my biggest part of my guilt is the aftermath to that person. Her family was clearly devastated at her death, and I didn't care. I was like, you know what? Good. You were a horrible person. You tried to ruin people's lives. I had no pity. I still have no pity, which is probably not a good thing, but I don't.
But it was her actions.
I know.
See, what happened was...
What happened was... You know, it's a good story when you start with, well, what happened was...
She started stalking somebody else. Oh, you can't. Everybody does. Everybody does on a daily basis. Everybody does on a daily basis. Just most people don't know it, and they don't realize what they're really doing. Wanting something, and desiring something, and expressing the desire for it is magic. You just got to get really good at doing it right.
Well, you also got to remember that it comes back on you.
No.
It reflects back on you. Yes, it does.
No.
This is where we disagree.
Actions have reactions. But just because I do something, just because I do something considered good.
Oh, it is. Thank you, Sarah. It is so dirty right now, girl. Oh my gosh. We worked on the van this morning. We got up at 8:30 this morning because I didn't want to do this in the heat.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by.
James.
I hope we didn't
bore you too much.
Bore you about starting to talk about magic and stuff, but I love it. And honestly, I don't talk about it on my channel very often. And as a matter of fact, I don't really express that. Even when I do videos, I don't generally express a lot of that.
Well, there's a few topics we want to discuss on our channels.
Yeah, but I want to more.
Religious beliefs, practices, and
I'm not religious. That's the thing. I'm not religious.
Oh, I said and practices.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm not religious because I don't believe in deity at all. Any of them. They're not real. It's all in our mind. You know what's the true deity? Is right up there, right inside this little nogginy thing. That's where deity exists, right there.
And this is why we don't talk about him on his channels or my channel.
But anyway, the rule of three basically states that if you put out...
People are going to drop off here like flies. You keep talking about this.
I don't care. If they do, then they do. So, do pagans believe in what? Do Wiccan... Okay. Paganism is a broader term that kind of encompasses everything. Cast lessons, not hexes. Paganism is kind of a broader thing. It kind of encompasses all of it. Wiccans, in my opinion, I'm only saying my opinion, they say that they're nature worshippers, but they do not abide by the laws of real nature. Most of them have no clue what real nature is like, and if they understood what nature was truly like, they probably wouldn't be pagans in the first place. But Wiccans believe a couple things that you have to abide by to be considered Wiccan is the rule of three, which states that anything you put out into the universe comes back to you threefold. So if you do good out, then threefold good will come back to you, which is BS because that's not what really happens.
It always made me think of Buddhists.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mr. O'Clunker. I appreciate you hanging out, and you guys, you have a wonderful night.
Never a dull moment. You should see us when the cameras are on. So boring.
So, and if you put bad out there, then you get bad in return. The problem with that is anybody with any sense or with any existence of reality knows that that's not what really happens to people. If that's what really happened to people, good people would get good things and bad people would get bad things. And that doesn't happen. I know plenty of bad people that win $100,000. They get good, you know, and I know bad or good people who get bad. So this rule of three thing doesn't float with me. Now I do believe in you live north of us or just northern Indiana, because we live in northern Indiana. We live 50 miles north of Indianapolis. You might be a lot closer to us than I thought. I know. Funny you said something about Bainbridge.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay, I used to date a guy that lived in Bainbridge.
What's his name? Is it Marshall?
Cabin.
What?
Whoop, yeah. He had a cabin.
Ah.
Oh.
Is his name Marshall?
Yeah, is his name Marshall? Wouldn't that be funny?
OMG if it was.
So, I don't remember what I was talking about. So, people did drop out. Yeah.
I told you.
That's all right. People aren't interested in it. I understand that. People that are. Simple as that. You know? It was 1 o'clock when we started anyway, so.
That's true. It's almost 2 o'clock at this point.
Road. Oh, so that, yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know this guy. It's a high school friend of hers. So.
He went to high school with me. When I was in like 10th grade, he disappeared. I don't know what his dad's name is. I mean, it's not like we hung out all the time or anything, but like we were separated in class because we couldn't.
Oh, they called him rude.
Oh, okay. No, that's not him. But anyway, about a year ago, we started talking on Facebook. Like, he friended somebody, and I friended the same somebody, and then he's like, "Oh, wait, you're so and so." I'm like, "Yes."
Know any Stevens?
Nope.
No.
And so anyway, it was fun to start talking to him again and stuff. And then Richard made a video about those lures that he made, and I shared it to Facebook, and Marshall saw it, and he's like, "I want one." I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you what."
Yes. We will be doing lives on the road. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yes. And her phone has internet.
I have data. As long as I have a signal, we'll do a live.
So if we get signal, we'll do lives. We did lives the last time we were out on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Sunday we can do a live again as we take off.
Well, if I remember correctly, last time we took off and we tried to do a live,
it was a little janky.
It was so laggy because my phone is not. Yeah. Yeah, we'll still be around.
Yeah, I don't know any Stevens. No. So if I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but what town in Indiana are you from? If you don't mind saying. So she lives up in northern. If you don't mind.
I can't think of what that's from. It's driving me nuts.
I don't know.
Yeah, Sarah, I want this side to actually be shorter.
Had a hotspot used to boost the signal. I remember you talking about having a hotspot. I used one Oh, you're in Indy. Oh, you live in Carmel?
Now living in
Oh, now in Lafayette. Okay.
Dude, we're driving right by you.
We're driving right by you when we leave. Yeah. I have a cousin who teaches Taekwondo in Lafayette.
Is she still teaching? I thought she was out again.
Nope, she's still teaching, as far as I know. Yeah.
I mean, you know, not out of the closet, but
No, she's not out of the closet.
can't have that.
No. But,
Be
yeah,
true to yourself, people.
she teaches Taekwondo in Lafayette. And she has since college.
Yeah.
She's a legitimate Taekwondo. She's like a 6th or 7th degree black belt in Taekwondo. She tried out for the Olympic team and all that kind of fun stuff. I mean, she's serious about it.
She's good at it. It's just
She's good at Taekwondo.
It's just not a style that you and I are fond
I mean,
of.
I'm not into high flashy, kicky, twisty arts and stuff, but, you know, nothing wrong with it. I commend her for spending, you know, her whole life training it, honestly.
She's been dedicated to it, that's
Definitely
for sure.
dedicated to it. So,
Which is hard to find people dedicated to much of anything these days.
that is true. That
Except
is
causing
true.
trouble.
That is true. Her and I always kind of disagreed about martial arts. She used to tell me I wasn't a real martial artist because I didn't get into katas and formalities and stuff like that. And I looked her straight in the face. I said, yeah, but I can still kick your ass.
Boy, they.
Oh.
And you wonder why she didn't want to hang out with you.
Yeah, she doesn't talk to me anymore.
Oh,
No, and Michael and Jalinda are staying here. There's a metaphysical shop here as well.
no. That's a crystal shop.
Okay. I don't think I've been to that. I don't think I've been. I haven't really gone into metaphysical crystal shops and stuff like that in a long time now. Back in the 90s, when I was a lot newer.
When you were young, warthog.
You can't sing
Sorry,
on my channel.
I made it an hour.
You did. I used to hang out. We had a couple shops like that here in town, and I used to hang out with them. And
that lady was so nice.
Yeah.
I miss her.
And so
I
I
can't
used to.
even remember her name though.
I can't. I know she was Native American. I mean, like,
yeah, full blood.
yeah. She had a crappy husband that worked at Chrysler that didn't pay any attention to her.
Or pay bills.
Always felt bad about that because she was
Well,
hot.
she finally left him though.
She did. She went back to the
That also
reservation.
meant she went back to the reservation.
She didn't like that either. She didn't want to go back.
She didn't want to.
Yeah,
She was very, very kind.
she was. She was a very
She
sweet
would let the
person.
boys just wander around her shop and look at stuff, and they were little. That was before we were even married, I think.
It might have been. Yeah, I had a huge library of books back then, and I did sell them to her, but I pretty much gave them to her.
Yeah. I don't remember how many books it was. It was over 300
Yeah, it was a lot of them.
for $1,000.
No, it was.
It was $1,000. We got $1,000 from her for all those books.
I don't remember that.
I do,
Okay,
because you were
Anyway.
upset. Because
I was very
if we'd have been
upset.
able to sell them in like lots or individually, we probably would have gotten closer to $3,000 for them.
So yeah, I had a lot of books. I got rid of all my books, which I do regret. But I mean, now what I collect is on hard drive, like PDFs and stuff like that. If I don't get them on PDFs or whatever, then I don't have them. But I still have probably 1,000 to 2,000 books on one type of paganism or another. I have probably 3 times that in martial art books, and I definitely have martial art videos coming out the yin yang. I got more martial art videos than probably most professional companies that sell them.
That's the honest God's truth.
Yeah, and most of those are still like actual real
Discs.
discs. I've been trying to convert them to MP4s and put them on my computer. It's taken me a long time, and so it'll never get finished. But I have about 3,000 or 4,000 martial art movies, like chop-socky movies, the old 70s and 80s karate movies. At least 3,000 or 4,000 of those that are actual on disc, and I have just as many on a hard drive. And then martial art instructional videos, which span every martial art that any human being could ever think of, I'm sure. A lot of them I'm not even interested in, but I feel kind of responsible to collect them so that the styles don't ever disappear. So she is. So yes. So what else? So Sarah's here. Lady Blind Wolf is still here, I believe. Kaylin, you're still here.
Mr. O'Clunker left.
Mr. O'Clunker left, and James left.
One of the Jameses left.
Yeah, I don't know if McIntyre. No, Ortiz said he was leaving. I don't know if McIntyre's.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Our memory is bad.
It's horrible. Anyway, we still got 4 people here, so somebody throw out a topic, and we can continue to talk on whatever topics you want. It doesn't bother me a bit. You can pretty much ask me any questions you want. But if you ask me the question,
be sure you want the answer.
Be sure you want me to be honest and give you a real answer, because I will. I don't.
He doesn't sugarcoat. I try to sprinkle it with sugar, but he don't even pull the sugar canister out of the cabinet to try. He just blurts it out there.
I do. To be totally honest, the only thing that I see, and again, I discussed the whole, I don't really believe in the whole idea or concept of good and evil and right and wrong and stuff like that. But using those concepts, the only thing that I see that is detrimental to my personal self is lying. Anything else? Anything else is good.
It's funny because
I just don't.
For the first several years of our relationship, he
fooled around a lot.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out how to put it delicately, but see, I sprinkle. He just said it.
I had an addiction to women, and
it's funny because he never came home and said, "Hey, guess what I did?" Right? But I always knew. But at the same time, I never looked at him and said, "Did you do this?" for him to answer. It was always kind of an unspoken truth that I knew he was doing it. It always ended up being, "You're an asshole, so I'm leaving you." And then we would come back together. We would talk about why he's doing it. He would do his best to promise to not do it again.
I tried. I really did. I tried.
He would do it again.
Well, it was hard. It was hard not to.
Finally, I'm like, dude, I can't do this anymore. And so...
if you had a millionaire walking down the street and he pulled out a $100 bill and said, "Hey, do you want this?" Are you going to say no? It's the same thing. You got a woman walking down the street and said, "Hey, do you want this?" Actually, you can't say no.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I can now, but I couldn't then.
So, for all his honesty, I never used it against him. I guess
that's true.
Trying to say.
That's true. She didn't.
We had that final breakup. I told him, I'm like, dude, you just need freaking help, and I'm not the help, so you need to go figure this out.
Yeah. And
he did.
I did. It was hard. It was really hard. It was. I'm not even lying. I tried to do it by myself for a long time, and I couldn't shake it.
You didn't even see that guy for like 2 years or anything. You saw him for like 6 months.
I couldn't shake that monkey off my back. There ain't no way.
You finally did.
Well, eventually, but it took a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't do it by myself.
No.
I would have never been able to do it by myself. I know that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No way. Yeah. It's just like any other addiction, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
I'm guessing. I don't know. It's the only addiction I've ever had.
Mine was, and a lot of people argue whether or not my addiction was an addiction because I was able to come home and just quit cold turkey. But
I tried that.
I still say I gave it to God and he took it. But we're not going there again, so stop. But
I don't mind that you believe that.
I know you don't mind it, but as soon as I say stuff like you're like blah 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 blah.
What I would say is
blah 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 blah.
What I would say is why do you why do you all right.
So anyway, I don't remember why I started saying that. Other than your honesty, it was.
I just don't see the sense in lying.
I could have used it so against you so many times, and I never did.
Yeah, good.
It never even.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
I think it's because we both knew. So why
I guess.
why go down that road? Like
I don't know.
we're already on the road.
Yeah.
I see what's in front of us. So why
I don't
do
know.
that? I don't know.
I don't know. No clue.
No, I don't either.
I don't know what it is about
Shall
it.
Ramble number 500.
I don't know what it is, but I just don't lie.
No.
Now, I will stretch the truth, and I will omit stuff. Absolutely. But that's not lying.
It is a lie.
No, it is not. It's just not telling you.
Okay. So how did I say this before? Because it made total sense to everybody when I said it.
Except me.
It's not okay, so we may not call it a lie, but it's still a damaging effect to a person or a relationship. So it's still
But that's not a lie. There's a lot of stuff that's damaging.
It's still not a good thing to do or
Well,
an okay thing to do.
That's perspective.
Just because it's not called a lie
That's
doesn't make it
perspective.
okay.
That's perspective.
Well, my perspective is the only one that matters in this house, so.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So
Try to scroll out. I hope nobody's commenting. It's just not popped up. See?
So
Okay.
we've been missing
Apparently,
it.
it stopped popping up comments again.
Sorry. Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
We're gonna go back and start answering some comments. Had a hard time with PDFs.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a hard time saving. I'll technical go to.
Sorry, Sarah. My
Sorry,
phone
we're
wasn't
having
showing.
yes. You had trouble with PDFs. I love PDFs. I haven't had really. I used to love Bruce Lee.
Goes to.
Oh yeah, I've got that one.
I was about to kick myself.
Yeah, I'm
Outta
about
here.
to kick myself out of here.
Aw. Well, I hope you're still here so we can say
My
goodnight.
my GoPro.
She's
So
having technical issues
With
the
COVID, I
phone.
have not been able to go out and gather. Oh, I go out all the time. I changed.
Well, yeah, it didn't
I
change
never
much
changed
for
a
us.
single freaking thing that I did the whole time. I haven't had so much as a sniffle.
I am really worried about what our life is going to be like on the road because places require people to wear masks.
I
and
won't do it.
stuff,
I ain't gonna do it.
It's.
I ain't gonna do it. And then they're not gonna. I'm not gonna accept the fine either. They can bite me. They can bite my ass. I ain't doing it.
Hunt me down, ninja.
So
There we go.
I go out and collect most of my stuff. I go out and collect myself. I do purchase stuff on occasion just when it's available to me, and if I have I don't know. I don't even have to have a reason because I know that if I buy it, there's a reason that I'm doing it, but I don't necessarily need to know what it is right now because I know when it becomes necessary, it'll be there. So, okay. So, yeah, I don't
It's actually a theme song to a YouTube channel, so
okay.
it'll be okay.
I don't necessarily have to worry about I do love going out and collecting my own stuff though. I do it all the time.
He's a true hunter-gatherer.
I have tons and tons of jars of all kinds of stuff. And it's always best to find it yourself because it's just more special that way.
Hey, CR.
Hey,
how
CR, how you doing? Way up there in the cold. Are you guys still getting snow, or are you actually getting good weather up there?
I don't know. Montana just got snow not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming it's maybe about the same time frame as, trying to find milkweed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dried dandelions. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are on late.
I don't have any milk. Well, I take that back. I don't. I do have. I do have some really cool milkweed. And dandelions are easy to get.
What?
Does hail count as snow?
Wait, what? Watched a Disney program other day, and you're way too Oh yeah, I got all excited there for a minute. That song was just one that I picked off of the
Okay,
YouTube.
Urban Prepper's still here. Good.
Oh hey, dude.
I'm glad you stayed around. A lot of people, once we started talking all that paganism stuff, a lot of people disappeared.
They checked out, yeah.
Stick for wand or rocks for ruins. Oh yeah, they're hard to find in the city. I guess technically I live in a city, but I have access to a lot of woods, and I go out collecting all the time. Oh, well, cool. I appreciate that. Really, I do. With a lot of people, it kind of freaks them out. I mean, honestly, anybody who watches my channel probably knows my point of view because I express it. I mean, I don't hide my point of view. I don't necessarily express my craziness all the time. Good for, yes, the dandelions. Yeah. I have a whole jar of dandelions just for that I collected last season.
We don't have a time schedule. We're just on.
Yeah, we just showed up. We got on about an hour or so ago, and just we're gonna be here until we get bored and tired, or until everybody disappears on us, I guess. So, and I'm doing great. I'm actually enjoying this. I'm more of a night owl myself, personally.
Yawnings, but
I like being up late and sleeping during the day. You know, blah blah blah.
we can't do that during
So
the day.
what spells with dandelion? Yeah. Now again,
Sarah, it's all about nature.
everybody really does it. I'm sure you've done this. Have you ever taken a dandelion that's turned white, you know, and it's got the all fluffiness and everything, and made a wish and then blow all that out and let it just go out through the wind? That's magic. That's casting a spell. Oh, gonna pick some? Oh, dandelions. Okay, yeah. So, to be totally honest, and this is just my personal view. A lot of people, and the cool thing about paganism in general is I can have, like, for example, yes, you can, yes. Lady Blind Wolf is also within the paganism realm. I don't know exactly what she would call herself. But her and I don't necessarily have to believe or think the same way, yet we're still under the same umbrella, basically. Unlike some religions and things like that, where you have to have certain things.
I think I told they were making wee in bed. Now, in the U.S., if you play with fire, then you wee the bed. You blow all the milk
Return
and
about
you
10 minutes. Okay, sure. Oh, quick shower. Hey, I just actually took a shower.
If you go to my channel, you'll see it. I posted.
I took a shower outside on the van. I took a big
on
old...
the van or by the van?
By the van. I took a big old 7-gallon bucket of water and put up there and did a shower out there. Now, I love running around naked outside. Honestly, I don't have a body that's attractive.
You're a little heathen.
I am a heathen. I don't have a body that's attractive, and I know that.
You're fine.
Okay, thank you. You have to say that.
I do not.
No, you don't, but you do. I understand that I'm not attractive in that way, but I still love being out in nature naked. Oh, but
Yeah, I just posted it earlier. It's like one of those little pop-up videos that I do every now and then.
I was out there, and I did wear some shorts so that in case the neighbors saw me, that they wouldn't freak out because there's a naked guy running around outside. But a lot of times I'm out there and use Native, Druid, and Celtic. Yeah, Native American, Druid, and Celtic. I can't really see what I draw on. Hoodoo, and yeah.
Oh, stay away from the voodoo, man.
No, it's
Oh.
no, it's good.
It's heavy.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
Santeria. Oh,
Well, I don't know that one.
I'm not sure that.
Santeria?
Are you talking about Santeria?
Or a quesadilla?
No,
Joke.
I know it's a joke. Ugh.
So easy.
Yeah, I've actually got some really good videos on Santeria. It's pretty cool. The hoodoo. See, a lot of people think that the voodoo doll is all this dark magic stuff, and it's not. Originally, it was used for healing,
What are you doing?
and what they would do is they would put pins in the doll in places where people were injured or hurt or had issues or whatever. And what they would do is when they would pull, wrapped up, forget.
Oh no.
So wrapped
take your
up in
meds.
and forgot my meds.
Go take your meds.
Go get your meds. But yeah, it wasn't the whole stick the pin in you and hurt you and all that. Originally, it was healing, but they would have the pin in the area that was injured or whatever, and when they would pull it out, that would be removing the injury or the symptom or whatever. It's sympathetic magic is what it is. So that's how it originated. And yes, that's how it originated. But then, you get movies and you get people who don't understand what they're seeing and all this kind of stuff.
Churches,
and you get churches who are trying to say what you're doing is evil. So, the best way to make it evil is to make it sound worse than what it really is. She could do with a few voodoo dolls.
Yeah, Sarah's one with the bad hips and
stuff. Oh,
yeah.
Sympathetic magic is pretty cool. Basically, what you do is you just treat an object as if it was you, and it's supposed to draw out all the negativity and all the badness and all that kind of stuff from you through that object. Another thing you can do,
Okay.
I believe in the energy of them.
Should we tell the ghost stories?
We got a lot of ghost stories.
Let's tell the one on the apartment, especially that didn't like me.
The one in the shower?
Yes.
I have explained that one. That was me.
The one that was pushing me out of the bed?
Yeah, the one in the shower, that was caused by me. That energy was accidentally done by me.
It was hiding my remote and pushing me out of the bed.
No, that wasn't me.
Well?
Poppets. Oh, I love poppets.
Poppets? What are poppets?
Poppets. Used in healing. Yeah, poppets are awesome. Oh, hold on. I'm having a hard time. And donate it to the dog shelter. It's a good job in the morning, or I don't.
He's having trouble.
I'm having trouble with this phone.
Poppets were used in healing, but I had it in mind to make one.
I make poppets a lot.
It's a good job. I think it's a good thing it's morning, or I would be up all night. Because for her it's morning, and she normally can't stay up to watch us.
Yeah.
And then donate it to the dog shelter.
I'm not sure what that one is.
What are you donating to the dog shelter, Lady Blind Wolf? We're confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that last one, we're not really. Either we missed something, or maybe you're having a conversation with someone else. But I'm not sure about that dog shelter one. Okay. But anyway, all right. So let me jump back real quick. When I first started, the first two things I did was I did a witch bottle.
No.
Oh, okay. No, it was the night. Oh. The first two things I did was a witch bottle, and I did a protection for pieces of me that people may have collected and thought they were going to use against me. Poppets are what they call voodoo dolls. Yeah, poppets and voodoo dolls are pretty much the same idea and concept. It's just different cultures call them different things. But yeah, I created the witch bottle and I buried that, and then I did my protection to make sure that, because I used to have hair, all that stuff wouldn't be used against me or couldn't be used against me.
I think I scared him because it was part of my cast.
No,
you didn't do the protection until after I did my shit.
No, I did this like almost immediately when I first started. So anyway, make a pop-up voodoo doll and then donate to a dog shelter. Okay. But I was out in the woods and I found a black shale rock. It was shale, and that thing had to have been this big. It was like that big. So
we've collected a fly.
Yes, black absorbs things. So what I did was I decided what I was going to do is I was going to allow it to absorb all of my negative attitude and my meanness and my all the nasty stuff. What's a poppet? Is it a puppet? A puppet's just a little doll.
It's like a doll. A little voodoo doll.
You know what a voodoo doll is, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. but I had that black shale, and I used to sit around the house, and anytime I was angry or I had an attitude or something like that, I would put my hands on that shale, and I would try to put it into that shale. Well, some of it kind of got out once and kind of hung around. Now, it wasn't a demon or a spirit or anything like that. It was just negative energy, which you can see is the same thing. But it kind of pushed her around in the shower once. That was because of that rock.
That's the same time that I was getting pushed out of the bed.
That wasn't me.
My stuff was disappearing.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. Another word for voodoo,
and it took you coming in, like, I wouldn't go home that night until you finally went in and cleansed the house.
Okay, well, that was different. That was different. But what I did was, when I realized that some of the energy from this rock...
So, lady, Sarah's wanting to know why you donated to the dog shelter.
So when some of this energy was escaping this rock, which I knew it was, I decided I needed to get the rock out of the house. So I took it somewhere and placed it in a safe place and got rid of it. But some of it did get out, and it was causing havoc around the house. But some people see that as spirit
it took the shower
or demons.
Threw it at me in the shower.
Okay, I don't know. But some people see that as spirits or demons or something like that. It's just energy. That's all it is, energy. I don't know if I would represent demons as demons, because if you're talking in a Christian...
You call Rusty that?
Oh, no, he was just a human that was freaking attitudinal, and he was not a nice person.
So tell them your Rusty story.
You guys want to hear a really creepy Ouija board story?
For those of you that think it's okay to play with a Ouija board.
Well, no, it's not always. Hang on. You put negative energy into a rock. Oh, it's technical. Yeah.
Oh, sir, I know it's hard to understand. It's...
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of it. I didn't want it. So I had this big black shale rock. It was a joke. Oh, her donating it to the shelter was a joke.
Ah, okay, that's where we were lost. I was like, we couldn't hear your inflection in your typing, so it was hard to understand that you were joking.
But yeah, I got rid of that. Yeah, if anybody's interested in that Ouija board story, if you've seen any of the shows where people would stick pins in voodoo dolls, and the person in the voodoo doll
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom has a great voodoo doll scene.
Oh, yeah.
Where the kid has the doll of Indiana Jones, and he's sticking it with needles, and then
Pirates of the Caribbean has it.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
I just remember the
with the mermaid.
Oh,
the one that had the mermaid. They had a Jack Sparrow doll. Yeah.
But I think Temple of Doom is one most people remember.
Temple of Doom? Yeah, that one has a voodoo doll. Now, if anybody's ever watched the movie Snake in the Rainbow, has anybody ever seen that? I bet Lady Blind Wolf has seen that. Snake in the Rainbow, has anybody ever seen that one? That's a really good voodoo movie. I want them dolls.
Could do with inflicting.
I'll see.
Be careful. Gotta be careful. Ow.
Oh. Now, like I said, I don't believe in the rule of three, and I don't believe in fate, and I don't believe in, I don't believe in karma. We'll put it that way. I don't believe in karma. But everything you do does have an effect on everything else that exists. Well, I have to. Yeah, I know. I've seen the video.
Richard was telling me about that.
I saw the video, and the funny thing is when I watched that video of yours, I told Michelle, I said, yeah, and I think I even commented on that video that when I'm around a Ouija board, I won't even be in the same room. I try to stay out of the same house with them.
Yeah, we won't.
I've
we
only
both agree on is Ouija boards.
I've only had very not good experiences with those.
Not good.
So yeah, I mean I've got stories that people will honestly truly believe that aren't real because of some of the stuff I've seen.
CR's back.
CR's back. Yay! So I'll tell you this story, and this happened in 1980.
Yeah, Sarah, those Possession is a totally different thing.
1986
Were you living in
or
Florida,
7. Somewhere between 86 and 88. Serpent and the Rainbow. Yeah, I knew you would see it. Yeah, I love that movie. But somewhere between 86 and 88, I was living in Florida, and I was living with a woman that didn't really have the best interests of me in mind. And anyway, yeah, but anyway, that's a completely different story. But if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be who I am today.
True that.
But anyway, she really got into Ouija boards, and she got one day, and I was living in St. Petersburg, Florida, and it was just the two of us. We were in there. We were screwing around with it.
You can't reach. I was going to make sure they're not missing anything. Or make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, Serpent Rainbow. Yeah. So we got in contact, and then we started getting these things. And at first he said he was a 3-year-old boy, a little 3-year-old boy. No, them boards are evil. Well,
I think it's a portal that you can't control.
I'm gonna say this: the few experiences I have had with them have not been good, but I a lot of people have good experiences with them. I don't know. Acupuncture. Hey, listen,
acupuncture is cool.
Acupuncture is cool. I use a similar concept when I beat people up.
Yeah.
Pressure points. Yeah.
Which Joe Rogan doesn't think are real, by the way.
Well,
I know. I keep telling him, I'm like, dude.
I can understand.
Let you meet my husband, please.
I can understand people not believing, because it's a hit and miss thing sometimes.
Yeah.
And they don't work on the same on everybody the same way. They're slightly arranged differently on other people, and even if you hit them right, they don't necessarily always work right. I mean, I can understand people not believing in them.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Okay. So anyway, so we're in contact with this 3-year-old kid, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Me too.
Yeah. This one did me too. So we're talking to this 3-year-old kid, right? And the way it was talking was not nice. No, and it wasn't 3-year-olds old either. No, and it wasn't nice either.
Well, that's part of the problem is most people don't know what they're doing.
I had never messed with one before, and I wasn't as practiced as I was, and that I became. But we ended up finding out. No, they're not. Yeah, they're not toys. No, they're not toys. And then this person finally admitted he was like an 86-year-old man, and his name was Rusty, and he had died in Canada. And he actually gave us an address. He wanted us to get a hold of somebody up in Canada. And I asked what he wanted us to do when we got in contact with that person. And then all of a sudden he stopped talking to us for a while. Then he got really mean and got really violent and demanded that we do it. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I mean, the table kind of moved a little bit, and the board started shaking, and the pointer thing just shot off the board. And we didn't do that. So that freaked us out. And we put it up for 2 or 3 days, and then the scaredness went away, and we got it back out. And again, he told us that we were to contact this person and all this, and we're like, no, we're not going to do that. And then this is the part that really freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll read the sign to you in a minute.
So he told me to go home. And I was sitting in my front room, my dining room or whatever. I was sitting in the house at the time. He said, go home. And I said, I am home. And he goes, no, you're not home. I said, well, where's home? And he said, Kokomo, Indiana. That freaked me out. I was like, oh, whoa, I'm done. And I looked at her and I said, you're doing this. Why are you doing this? She goes, no, I'm not really doing it. I'm not. And I believe her. I don't think she really was doing it. Yeah, I got a lot of black salt and red brick dust. I do now. So this is what we did. So I took this board and the pointer outside. I tore the board, and I'm not exaggerating this in the least bit. I love sigil magic. I am not exaggerating this part in the least bit. So if anybody thinks there's any exaggerations, no. I took the board outside. I tore it in half because there's just like this little crease there. I tore it in half. I poured lighter fluid on it, and I set it on fire. Now, you can say, okay, it's got asbestos in it and things like that, and then it's fire retardant and all that. That's fine. I can understand that. But what happened was this. The board, the fire went, and it went out. Now, that was scary enough. But the two pieces of the board moved back together and sealed itself. I am not shitting you in the least bit. That's what really happened. So when the board did that, I ran. I'm not kidding. I took off. I said, I ain't having this. She started screaming for me to get rid of the board. I'm like, I'm not touching that thing. So what we ended up doing was we got 3 trash bags. I kicked the board into one trash bag. I kicked the pointer into another trash bag, and I kicked the box into another trash bag. I went all over town, and I dropped one bag here, one bag there, and I mean, they're like miles apart, right? And her and I then broke up. We broke up, and that's a completely different story. But her and I broke up, and I left, and she stayed there. We still kind of stayed in contact with each other. Yeah, she's been on the first available flight. Yeah. Scared me to death. So I still stayed in contact with her even though we broke up. And she told me that a couple weeks after that had happened, she was out in the garage, and what was sitting in the garage was that board with the pointer
and
the box sitting in the garage. True freaking story. Or charcoal. You have a barbecue grill and you can make black salt or charcoal. Yeah. I use I like using brick dust. I really like brick dust. As a matter of fact, I've done a couple videos on making brick dust, and somebody was really it was being funny. I mean, I found it humorous. We were talking about how powerful brick dust was and what it could do and all that, and he had made a joke, if I hadn't have made dust out of it, it would be really good for breaking out windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any dragon's blood at the time.
Didn't know any better.
I didn't know any better at the time either. Yeah. This was in somewhere between 86 and 88, and I had not yet really delved really deep into anything until the later 80s and the early 90s, and then it wasn't until the early mid 90s is when I finally decided that was what I was interested in, and I was going to pursue that. But yeah, that's really my only real Ouija story.
Above the line. There you go.
I don't like stuff I have no power over or nothing about. Yeah. Well, see, that is not necessarily the proper way of expressing that, because the thing is here's an example. You're saying that you don't have the power and you don't have the knowledge of it, but what you're saying, you're expressing you're expressing that into the universe, which means you're not going to. The magic, we don't use words like want or don't have or anything like that. It's always positive. So, it's not that you don't have the power. You do have the power. You just don't realize it. Everybody has the power. They just don't necessarily realize it or believe it. Belief is really important.
Okay, so the duct tape sign says, if you haven't fixed... Hold on. If you can't fix it with duct tape, you haven't used enough duct tape yet. This is my dad's man cave. This is one of the signs that was given to him when he first got this place.
Ghosts don't scare me at all. You know, there's very little that actually scares me at this point because I don't fear death because I don't worry about it, and I don't really worry about anything. I don't know. Nothing has authority over me. Sweet sign.
I think it was purchased at Hobby Lobby, but it would have been about 10 years ago when they first moved in here. And then after, well, first of all, the credit for the sign was given to my brother, which is bullshit because Richard and I that bought him the signs. And then after we gave him the signs, we get a lecture on how they aren't decorating out here. So
that's only because
whatever. Okay. I got tired of seeing them laying on the floor after Richard and I started staying out here, so Richard and I hung them up.
Now you want to see the birdhouse too.
The birdhouse?
Right back there.
We'll get it. Okay, which one? Because there's one on a shelf in a box.
Oh.
Way to go, Idaho. Right. I can't get to it.
Well, he's going to get this.
Okay. Or do you mean the windmill? So, and it's dusty, and I have no clue where this came from. No idea. But it's got Dale Earnhardt on it, so if I had my way, it'd be burnt in a fire. And then the windmill, right there. Is actually like a chime. Here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how it works. See, there's a chime, a music box in it, but I don't know how to make it like go. Go, 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 go. Well, that didn't work. I don't know. And I have no idea where this came from. And I just cleaned that not too long ago, but it needs it again too. Okay. Somebody said something, and I couldn't see it in time. Hold on. Okay. So is that what you were talking about, CR?
Cool. Sorry, how to make it.
How to make what? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue where that came from, honestly. The birdhouse or the windmill or really anything back there. The one thing that I do know you can't even see in the frame, so.
I'm just excited about getting out of here.
All right.
It's going to be exciting. Get to get out of here. But need a drill to make the brick dust. I use a hammer a lot. I like using rocks. I like using natural rocks. It takes a lot longer.
But it becomes kind of a therapy for you too, because you're out there creating this thing.
Can I ask an English question? What do you call your garden?
Why do you call your gardens a yard? I don't know. Why do you call it a garden? Because my parents call it a yard. What we call a garden is typically something that is to produce either food or flowers. A yard is just an area that we use as relaxation or greenery. It's not necessarily meant to produce anything.
Over here, if it's a garden, then you have to till it and work it,
maintain
and
it,
plant something in it.
That's what I'm saying. It produces food, or they have a flower garden that's for flowers, which generally is for habitat sustaining, like butterflies and birds.
If it's just like a front or back yard, we call it a yard. She'd love to get one of those. She'd love to get one of those good music boxes. You into music boxes?
I used to have a ton of water globes that had music boxes in them, and I put them all up in my parents' attic one year and forgot about the fact that it freezes up there. Usually gardens have green plants and dirt. Yeah. That's true.
But not just grass.
There should be a tab
That's a yard.
to flick after you wind it up. Yeah, I didn't see one.
Yeah, I don't know.
And there's usually one to pull, and I didn't see one on there.
And I don't want that crazy thing going off all hours of night either.
Not to mention the fact that if I break it, I will never hear the end of it.
Well, no, because it'd be my fault.
That too.
Yeah. Do a video on my channel on how to which salt. Yeah, I'm trying to explain it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Mine has pot pigs. Did you see it?
No.
Did you see it? No.
I said no.
She said no. She said no.
Is it on your channel? I'll have to check it out.
I thought I'd been to her channel. Have I been to her channel?
I don't know. Have you been to her channel?
I think I have. Maybe not, because I thought she didn't have videos on her channel.
I don't know.
Nice tiger lilies.
I kill dirt, so I don't plant anything. When we get to Florida, I've already decided our yard will probably
Oh, on
not have
Instagram.
grass.
Okay. Okay. Maybe that's where I was confused.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Maybe that's where I was confused.
You painted it, right?
Because
It started out like black, and you painted it pink with gold little feetses on it. It was cute.
Because I try to go to people's
See, you
YouTube
gotta help me
channels.
remember stuff like that, Sarah. I have no.
I shared it too.
My brain doesn't work that way anymore.
I'll have to check that out.
I was telling Mom the
I've
other
been
day,
trying to watch more videos.
I really miss my 18-year-old brain. When I was 18, 19, 20s, I could, at the job that I had, which, I mean, it's not like it was a high-pressure job, but I was a cashier at a department store. But my job was to handle all the returns, and I could ring up a customer, which back then...
Come by when you can, no
Richard,
rush.
no rush. Cool. You had to key in all the numbers. You didn't have scanners, and so I could key in, a return slip. I could answer the phone. I could greet customers coming in and say goodbye to customers leaving, literally all at the same time. And my till was never off. I was never wrong on my numbers. Now I feel like if I count out $1 worth of change in quarters, I have you double check me because it's Sarah, it takes 4 quarters to make $1, by the way. My brain just doesn't retain or process information the same way anymore.
Because you're getting old.
Shut the freak up. And I hate it.
Yeah, I try to go to my subscriptions and see what videos are popping up, but I've noticed that a lot of people's videos aren't popping up on there. You can see the scarlet lily beetles.
Sarah doesn't put videos up because this takes her a long time to put up anything on Instagram.
Yeah, if it weren't for YouTube, I wouldn't even deal with the internet at all, period. Wouldn't have anything to do with it, I'm pretty sure. If it wasn't for YouTube.
If it wasn't for you peeps.
Yep.
You knew it was going to happen.
If I spill it, it's going all over the bed, and it's your side.
That's why I didn't do that.
Said before I got my GoPro today. Well, congratulations.
She talked about that earlier when we were trying to
yes.
keep up with stuff. Yeah, he's got some trail cams that he can't get the video to load. It says it doesn't.
I have a trail cam. I don't know. The trail cam is bothering me because it takes too long to turn on when an animal goes by, and it only lasts for 10 seconds anyway. But the videos won't transfer on my program that I edit videos with. It won't read them.
Yeah.
So with my trail cam,
pointless.
I can't. So what I have to do is either video them and then put it on.
Like play them on the computer and set the camera up to video it and then put that on.
Yeah.
Which is janky quality. It's really not very good quality.
So anyway, I don't use my trail cam a lot. I do take it out when we're going to go out in the woods and stuff. I'll take it out and set it up just in case anybody messes with our vehicle and stuff. I've got who it was. Search engine, just type.
She's telling me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Lady Grave Dancer. Yeah. Are you subscribed to her? I watch her. I'm not subscribed to her, but I watch her.
Screen capture what?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Cool. He's got a little, it's not a GoPro, it's a
Vivitar.
version of that.
2 of them.
I haven't used it in a long time. We actually did a video last summer at Michael and Belinda's.
I don't know if I can or not. I'm not very technical with stuff. You know, I don't have very much skills when it comes to computers and things like that.
Doing a screen capture is good unless you want the video, but a screen capture.
Well, I need the video. Okay, well, it'll post. I can.
Good Lord, I need to watch this hair.
It will work with pictures that come off of my trail cam. If I just do pictures, they'll load onto my program.
Yeah, but it's the video.
But the videos won't load onto my program.
And we don't know why. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it, to be totally honest. I'm really not. With COVID.
And all the mess with YouTube. Dude, I am so mad at YouTube
making
right now.
videos and then all. Oh, YouTube is freaking socialist, liberal, crazy nut jobs.
So, I've been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers for like ever. I have some. I just haven't taken time. Do it again. I couldn't read that last one. I haven't taken the time to do it.
It's a sports cam. Ironic scene. I can hardly walk. Yeah.
Oh, for her, because she's sports cam. Sorry, Sarah. I thought you were laughing because just the other day he was talking about how he's watching one of his videos and how he walks like an old man.
I was watching one of my videos.
And he's like, man, I walk like an old man.
I'm not old by any means. I'm 53.
Yeah, neither one of us are yet.
But
when I play euchre with the 80-year-old ladies, I make more noise getting up off the chair than they do.
I was watching one of my videos a few days ago, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, I'm walking like an old man.
We have not been kind to our bodies.
I've roughed my body up, something fierce. But I've got a lot of good stories and a lot of memories and a lot of skills because of it. 52, and it's like I'm 92.
Yeah, I hear you, Sarah.
So
I'm telling you what, the COVID-15 stuff has...
COVID-15?
Have you heard the COVID-15? Everybody's gaining 15 pounds on COVID.
Okay.
I think I exceeded that by a bit.
So,
but the YouTube mess. I want to finish talking about that because I'm really mad.
Okay, she's really mad.
So I've been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers for how long?
Years.
Yeah, at this point.
Yes.
And I'll get 3 or 4 subscribers, and then YouTube will take away 2 or 3. There's no way I am losing 5 subscribers a week. There's no way.
Well, it just recently happened to me.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, you were missing 10.
I was missing 10. I was missing 10 for like 3 or 4 days, or maybe a week. She stopped making videos about a year ago. She left YouTube, but every once in a great while she might do a live with someone. Okay. Yeah,
Sarah, I don't know. That's what's making me so mad.
I like watching some of her videos.
And the only thing I can think of is, number 1, it affects my views. Number 2, they don't want me to get to 1,000 because once I get to 1,000, I can start getting paid again and doing lives like on my phone. I can do a live if I have a laptop and Wi-Fi, but I can't do it on my phone. Last I looked, it was 928, and that was this morning. But if you had looked 3 days ago, it was 930. And if you'd looked 3 days before that, it was 933, I think was the highest I got to. And then they started taking them away again. And I don't
know what it is.
It's pissing me off. And I'm sorry to curse on your channel. But
like that matters.
I am so mad and just over it. And
your views still super
I do
over
get
mine.
Really good views.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And that's another thing.
If we can take
YouTube
her views and my subscribers,
this channel at all.
Well, yeah, that's probably my fault.
I don't think it's all your fault.
I don't know. I'm trying to work on that.
He is.
I'm trying to work on that. The videos that are coming up now should have a thing at the end of it for you to click on another video. And I was told that
I have asked several YouTubers who are big into the functioning of YouTube, like how YouTube works, and they don't know either. Nobody can figure out why YouTube has suddenly started dropping subscribers.
End screens, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I started putting those up because I was told that if people click on the end screen to the next video and go to another
It
video,
shows YouTube that you need to be,
then
which is
you get
another
more
thing,
views.
yeah.
You get better.
YouTube put your channel
Yeah.
out there more.
So anyway, I'm trying that to see if people will click on my video after my videos. So we'll see if that works. I don't know.
I'm trying to get him to do iCards.
I've been doing some iCards.
Oh, good.
I've been putting iCards up, and now I'm using those end things. And
End screen.
yeah, those. And
yeah, those. Just won't say it, will you?
yeah, I think people donate
Yes.
wrong how they take 30%. Well, yeah.
Well,
They keep
could be
changing the
worse.
rules. Yeah, they do keep changing the rules. Especially,
yeah. All that trouble.
yeah,
Had that
whatever.
millions of dollars- yeah, whatever. Can you go up to the top corner up there? Don't touch that X. Up above, there you go. And touch the top, very, very top, and come down just a tiny bit. All right, 36. My phone's dying quick. Now you need to scroll comments again.
Okay.
Sorry, I just can't reach it.
Trying to keep people from getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, because they make more money.
Which
off of
makes
you
no
than-
sense, because if we're getting more views and making money, they're making more money too, because
I don't
these
know.
companies pay YouTube for us to advertise on our channel.
I don't know. It took me a long time to get on YouTube, and I didn't edit videos for like 3 or 4 years. Didn't even mention the 4K watch time. You know.
I'm so far past the 4K. I've got like, I think it's 10,000 hours of watch time at this point. I don't even know for sure. I know I've got over 100,000 views. I think it's over 100,000.
I like doing it, and I'm glad that I get a few
I like
pennies
doing it,
every
but
once
I'd
in a
like to start
while.
getting paid again.
Yeah, I still like getting pennies every once in a while, but truly I do it because it's just fun, and I like to share my, my craziness with people. Not all of my craziness, but some of my craziness. Like if I really get crazy, I go out and do videos, and then I don't post them. That kids
Yes.
love to. Yeah.
Well, and that's all BS. That is BS.
Yeah, you got to hit it. That's what we're talking about. She needs to get 1,000
Yeah,
subscribers.
I was at 934, but honestly, if I had all of the subscribers that they had taken away from me from the time I hit 900, I would probably have 970 subscribers right now, and I'm not even exaggerating that number. Because they're constantly taking away 2 or 3
Using
or 4.
the money chant, I think that you can't get that unless they have more subs. Make the money, and YouTube doesn't. Plus, YouTube is the one that pays you, not the advertisers.
But the advertisers pay YouTube to have the ads on.
You ever watch Chuck Bronson? No, never heard of him. 2 cops crash into each other. Oh, yeah. Demolished. They got demolished.
Demonetized.
Oh, they got demonetized.
For that video.
Yeah, well, I could give you my opinion on that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but Logan Paul's got like 12 million subscribers or something.
My personal belief behind a lot of what YouTube is doing falls back on the fact that they are a socialist liberal BS POS. Yeah.
Crybaby?
Yeah. Hold on. I was gonna. Oh, the demonetization. Yeah. This is my thought on it. Whether you agree with it or not, I mean, it's up to you. But I should be able to put whatever I want on YouTube, no matter what it is. If you don't like it, then you don't need to watch it.
Don't watch it. Don't
If
subscribe.
you don't want your kids watching it, then be a parent and don't let your kids watch it. It's not my responsibility to keep you from watching something you don't want to watch, and it's not my responsibility to keep your kid from watching something that you don't want them to watch. Got nothing to do with me. If you don't like it, then you don't watch it. But don't stop me from doing it. That's my opinion. But that's my opinion about everything. Like they don't allow videos that involve that. They don't allow a lot of
pews.
pews. They don't allow a lot of videos about hunting and trapping and skinning and animals and things like that. Well, if you don't like them, don't watch them, but don't stop somebody else from watching them. I watched someone called the Angry Prepper.
He's the only one I've seen that says it is. Says it as it is. Okay, you need to check out.
That's right. Pew pew pew.
Pew, pew. You need to check out Officer Tatum. The Officer Tatum. You'll like him. Go watch him. You talk about a no BS guy. And then I just watched another one, and I can't look because my phone's being used. Sarah, I will try to send the link to that channel. If I don't send it to you, send me an IM on Instagram and remind me that I'm going to send you the other guy. Now, I like the Officer Tatum because he doesn't curse a lot. This other guy is a former military man, and one of his favorite words is the F-bomb. But
fun?
He says it like it is. No, fudge.
Oh, fudge.
Oh, no. I was going to tell that joke, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I won't tell it. Yes, exactly. Parents need to be watching their kids. She had kids lie about their age, and the parents put down. And we didn't get it. Oh, Sarah said, let me get a pen. Yes, get a pen.
Yeah, it's not my responsibility to raise your child. And as a matter of fact, you don't want me to raise your child, because I would raise your child to...
Most people didn't like the way we raised
to be very independent and outspoken and have their own beliefs and stand up for those, even if it's against what I like. Pretty much worldwide based, U.S. and some countries have different laws. Yeah. That's true.
That was part of the argument.
But that's just all because
all went down was that, the
government control.
The U.S. can't regulate the world.
It's not our job.
Yeah.
And maybe enjoy the woods too. Eventually that's going to be illegal. Everything else is.
I don't know. You can't call them Eskimo pies no more.
I'll call them Eskimo pies if they damn well want to.
You can't call them Aunt Jemima.
Well, they're going, yeah. And
that family's fighting now.
Aunt Jemima's family's pissed off too because they
should be.
They don't want to
create that legacy.
Yeah.
She created that name.
Yeah.
It wasn't some white man standing over her. She started that business. Ugh.
Anyway.
Don't even get me started on this bullcrap. White privilege, my freaking backside. So I've got so much white privilege. Why am I paying for all my college? Just saying. I'm so daggone white privilege. Why am I paying for my car outside? Just saying.
Why are we living in a van?
Because
we want to. Let's say on another. Nope.
She's good cooking. She cannot cook, but she has thousands of sons. What? Kay's good cooking.
Because she's that bad. People like watching her because she sucks. All right? Is that what you're saying? Huh. Never heard of. I don't watch a lot of.
Some of these channels. It's funny because I swear they get subscribers because of how satirically bad they are at what they're doing.
Well, and
like who's the kung fu dude? Kung Fu Ken, is that his name?
You're talking about Master Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does it because it's hilarious.
But my point is, that's bad. It's just bad.
It's funny.
But people watch it because it's so bad.
Well, no,
people watch it because it's so funny. And there's I can't remember that other kid. There's a kid that he tries to fish. Bless his heart. He's so stinking cute. He's like, I don't know, 21, 22 years old. This little blondie kid. He's in, I think, Australia somewhere. He swears he's an outdoorsy guy and a fisherman, but the boy can't even put the worm on the hook. Somebody else has to bait his hook for him. I'll admit that I'm not a fisher person. I don't fish. I don't bait my own hook. I don't unhook it. I don't touch the slime. But he's a master fisherman, so he's he's got 770,000 subscribers. The boys make him bank because he can't fish.
And hey, Yeah.
Like, how?
But, you know, I found that the more rude, obnoxious, and controversial you are, the more subscribers you get.
Well, and remember I said I'm thinking about starting a channel about ranting. All I'll do is do my once a week rant on there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still thinking about doing that because God knows I've got the rants out there. Trust me. Your
Yeah.
girl can rant.
Yeah. So can I. I just won't post them. I'll take my video camera out. And
he'll do like 2-hour rants.
I'll go out and I'll just go off on stuff. I mean, I just go
He gets
crazy.
fed up and he has to vent.
So I go out and vent. I go out in the woods and I do my video. I bring it home. Sometimes I edit it. Sometimes there's a couple times
He
I've
wanted
actually.
me to watch one here not too long ago, and I never did get to watching it. And I
I
think he finally deleted it. Yeah.
It's still on the computer, but
yeah.
that one I actually put up and scheduled it to actually, but I ended up taking it down. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Can I ask what it was about? I don't even think
Everything.
I know what it's about.
Bring the lipstick, nail polish back on the channel.
There you go. You know, well, that's another. I just watched. Okay. You just don't get it. I get so frustrated. The lady has, I'm trying to remember how many subscribers she has.
A lot.
Like over 200,000.
A lot.
I love it. And so, she did her own van build.
Okay.
Which is, you know, cool because the video was about her fixing her van because she'd been in a wreck. They hit her. It was a hit and run, but her van had to be repaired and she was repairing all the stuff inside after she got it back from the repair shop. So she, like she's talking and you can't hardly understand what she's saying. And it's not her fault. You know, she looks like she's Filipino. So she's got a really thick accent.
Okay.
And it's really hard to understand her. But then to top it all off, her editing is atrocious.
Okay.
Like I'm like, wait a minute. You were in a store, now you're on top of your van, and you're not even telling us what you're doing. Like she's just holding the camera, doing something on the top of her van, and then she puts the camera down and she's back inside the van. I'm like, wait, what? What were you doing up there?
Well, she's not making a movie.
But you know, if you and I are out working in the van, well, we're doing this because, you know, we need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just the whole video. So I'm like, okay, was she like, because she still has a broken arm, her arm still isn't healed from the wreck, but she's trying to work on the van. I'm like, so she might be having a hard time. So I'm going to go watch some of her other videos before the wreck, right?
All the same way.
Benefit, yep, every one of them, exactly the same. I'm like,
Don't know.
how do you have over 200,000 flipping subscribers? And sorry, but, and this is my own personal, well, it's your pet peeve too. She's plastic. The fake cheeks, the fake lips, the fake forehead, the fake everything. Everything.
I've actually gone to channels that have more subscribers than I do.
And they don't have any videos.
And they have no videos. I'm like,
what the
why?
freak?
Why?
Yeah. So, anyway.
Maybe I should bring the... Oh,
that was the same one.
Yeah. Okay. She was checking to make sure no one had...
Yeah.
Sometimes people comment
and it doesn't pop up. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't get that. Sometimes they got more subscribers and everything, and they don't even have any videos, so I don't know.
I'm trying to keep it on
down
the battery.
to 35% on the battery. We're still keep going, though, because we got 6 people here.
Yeah, we're good.
So,
I mean...
somebody's listening to us.
Did we put you to sleep?
Hey, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and then there's the kids that they've got the camera and they're running around everywhere. No, did you see that? Oh, okay. No, did you see that? Oh, okay. No, look over there. Look at that. Dude, you gotta stop for 3 seconds.
CR said he's still here.
I'm proud of you, dude, because people that put up with my rant, more power to them. Oy vey. So, Sarah, did you get it written down? The Officer Tatum. And I can't remember the name of the other one because I just found him earlier. I've only watched, like, one of his videos.
I watched very little
I watch a ton.
YouTube. Shaky has a hard time.
Yeah, I can't watch it either. It drives me nuts. You can't focus on anything. What's the point?
Some of my, well, I've got a lot of my earlier ones are pretty.
Say
I didn't.
it
Slow. Okay, no wait. It.
I was gonna do something else. The THE officer, like police officer. Tatum, Tatum. And he's really good looking too, by the way. Just saying.
You think he was good looking?
Oh yeah,
You got a thing for.
baldies.
Yeah.
But he's got. I don't like this.
You like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep it
I only
clean.
watch like one video of his. I don't really watch a variety of stuff. Sarcastic.
Not sarcastic. What's the word? When
I
you
don't know.
when you do something. Oh crap.
Oh, selfie sticks and tripods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some people just don't use them. I mean, I can't say my videos are great or anything.
No, I'm not trying to say mine are perfect.
Back
but
when
you
I
need to
back when I
use.
first started, I didn't edit any
We're
videos
not
for
deliberate.
years.
We're when you do something like exactly the way somebody says to do it.
Asshole.
That too.
I
Oh,
don't know.
somebody help me out. A lot of that has to do with these grow channels that people. Oh, something else I found out. You can buy subscribers.
Yeah, I heard you can buy subscribers,
What?
and you
You
can
can
buy
buy
views, you can
How
buy
the
all
freak?
that stuff. Yeah. Remove the grow channels to keep
Yeah.
people from, I don't even know
Well,
what that
see,
is.
I think that's why. I think
Is that
that.
like holding the phone? Yeah.
Well, that's why I got this little tripod that my phone is on now, because holding my phone is actually like kind of painful. But I don't remember what I was saying. Oh,
It's
that
about
word I
grow
can't.
channels. Oh.
I think the grow. What do you mean by grow channels? You talking about the people that are growing too quickly? YouTube doesn't like it. Can't think of that word. It's really starting to drive me nuts.
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's just
Dang
my
it.
sense of humor.
You know, like if somebody says, stand right here, and then they stand right there, what are they doing? They're being
Anal.
asshole. It's good to start. But yeah, they buy
Buying
subscribers. I don't know
Yeah.
how.
Yeah, I heard
Not
about
that I
that.
would do it. I'd rather earn my shit.
I heard about that.
But-
People buying subscribers, buying views, buying, they can buy all that stuff. I don't know. I don't see the sense in it.
Yeah.
Desperate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it also could be some kind of ego thing,
I
maybe.
think it cheapens your channel, though.
But if you're doing
You
it
know what
because
I
of
mean?
ego and stuff, you don't care. You've heard of
Yeah.
that? I didn't hear about it until just a few days ago.
Yeah. Well, it's been a couple weeks ago we heard about it on something or other. Exactly. Sarah said you can buy anything if you have the cash.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's how she got me.
It's so freaking expensive too, buddy. Let me tell you.
1 penny.
Broke my bank. Had to break my bank to get it open. Like that.
Oh. My COVID's acting up again.
I just know there's gonna be somebody at some point that's gonna really hate us for that.
I don't care. But can money buy those unique
No,
from the heart type comments and
Comments.
support? No.
no.
I don't know. And maybe they
Above the line,
can.
dear. You gotta touch it above that line.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. I just heard about it. I was watching that live thing.
Nope, that got banned too.
What got banned?
I don't know what got banned.
What got banned?
The buying of subscribers and stuff. I hope so because
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's. I don't know whoever thought of it though. Probably made a good amount of money.
Who knows?
Yeah. I guess.
I guess.
Grow Channel is basically someone who hosts a live chat.
We're getting here, and I hate that that is a step no longer.
You're doing here, and then they ask you a question or say your name, and everyone support. Oh, okay, okay.
Shoutouts.
To you, and then your intended subscriber to everyone else in the chat. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever encountered one of those. Swearing can get you demonetized, Jess.
You know, everything can get you demonetized nowadays because
YouTube is crybabies.
well, because YouTube are socialist
we
liberals.
gotta make everybody happy on
No.
YouTube. Impossible.
No, no. And again, if you don't like hearing it and you don't want to hear it,
Stop watching
then,
it.
you know, go somewhere else.
That's why I warned Sarah about that other channel that I can't remember the name of right now.
I don't understand.
He does curse a lot. So
I'm never going to be
watching.
monetized because my content is age restricted.
That's not why they wouldn't monetize you. I don't think.
Why is it age restricted? I've watched it. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's not. I mean, did you age restrict it yourself, or was it age restricted because of content, or I don't know.
Oh, excuse me.
I know you can put on there that someone has to be 18 to watch your channel.
I didn't think that kept you from getting monetized.
But I don't know if that keeps you from being monetized. I don't know. I don't look at if it doesn't.
The only thing I heard that keeps you from being monetized is if you have if your channel's based for kids.
Oh, okay.
Then they will monetize you. Is what I heard.
I kind of have the same attitude I have with everything else. If it doesn't involve me and it doesn't concern me, then it's none of my business, and I don't deal with it. So I don't know anything about it.
Orangey pills.
Because I don't age restrict mine because I don't see a reason to. I don't do anything that I think needs to be age restricted. And again, if you don't want someone underage watching it, then
mind your children. Take care of your children. Be a parent.
Yeah, it's their responsibility. Some are about age restriction. Truly, if you don't say it's restricted, you can't.
Right. They don't allow comments for channels that are geared towards children. Because, parents aren't monitoring their children to say,
nowadays, parents don't raise their kids. They expect computers and everyone else to do it for them.
YouTube finally banned for
buying subscribers. Okay, I don't know. I just heard about it. I wouldn't do it anyway because if someone doesn't want to... I'm pretty sure I am egotistical, and I'm pretty sure I'm that way. It got banned. I'm pretty sure I do have ego issues and stuff like that, but I'm of the mind. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Control your brats.
Exactly. If you don't want them watching, then you control that.
When our kids were little, they got an Xbox, and they were probably too little to get it the first time. And they played games that were inappropriate. It was our choice. But when they started acting like little shits because they played these games all the time, what happened to the Xbox? And what did we do with it?
It is gone. We sold it.
We sold it on eBay.
Sold
and who got the money from it?
We did.
That's right. Because who bought the Xbox?
Us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Were the kids mad?
And they straightened up. Yeah, they were mad.
Yep. Did we care?
Nope.
Did they still say, "Mom, Dad, I love you"?
Because we were parents.
I
didn't expect the Xbox to raise my child. I didn't expect YouTube to raise my child.
To come out of an Xbox, the Xbox raising it either.
No.
What was I watching the other day?
I don't know. What were you watching?
It's a family channel. It's a daily vlogger, and I swear every time they come on. Now I know we only see 12 to 15 minutes of their day.
Yes.
Every time they're on though, the kid is sitting at a table with a screen in front of it as it eats. Why?
Because that.
Or if they're in a restaurant, the screen comes before they're even ordering.
You cannot be monetized if your channel is age restricted. Okay.
Okay. I'll take your word for it because we've not dealt with it.
So, did you age restrict your videos, or did YouTube
do it?
Did something else? Yeah. And if you did it, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't.
If you're willing to.
If you're willing.
Yeah. They say stuff like, my 7-year-old was scared at the video he watched. Yeah,
Then
watch at 2 a.m. about ghost stuff. Yeah,
well, then
exactly.
stop letting your child have a
If you
tablet
go
in its
on-
bed. Some of her older videos, she was talking about sex magic, not to mention the fact that it's paganism.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Oh, she restricted herself.
Okay.
Hi, Katie!
Hey! You did it by choice. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Nope.
But anyway, as I was saying about this family, they get into the restaurant. I'm not joking you. So the dad is...
You're not joking.
I'm not joking you. It's the kid is walking in front of the mom. The dad is behind the mom. The dad's got the camera, right? You see the mom, hi from Dallas, Katie, reaching into her bag and pulling out the tablet and getting it going as they're walking to the table.
Whoa, look at Lollipop.
Well, Emery's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my nieces and stuff, but no.
Hello from Dallas. How you doing?
I used to have a few
Hey.
swear words. Hold on. Used to spend again discuss these.
I have a few.
Herbert, who?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Monster.
Yeah.
Hi from Dallas. Everybody saying hi to Katie.
Hey, Katie, I got a joke for you.
Oh, no, don't, because it upsets people.
Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Well, are you a Dallas Cowboys fan? Let's start with that. How's that?
Well, now the joke's over.
No, they're still a team. Sorry.
So, what's it like? Oh boy.
Okay, are you ready? All
Okay,
right.
all right.
We got a joke for you.
And this is really truly just to be humorous. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. Okay. So.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's backstory the joke. Are you backstory?
No. First, let's tell the joke.
No, backstory it first.
No.
Okay, fine.
Okay, got a joke for you. Dallas Cowboys.
Set up and punchline.
Oh. Okay, you
she
can
can
take
take
it.
it. Good.
Okay, there you go.
You can't remember what? Serial killer in Carmel. Oh no!
No clue.
Did we not talk about the memory issue earlier?
I don't really watch a lot of what's going on. I don't really care as long as it doesn't. Now, if the killer, affected me, then I'd be interested. But it doesn't have anything to do with me. Big channels, people give up stuff to use their name and from.
But the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders always win. True fact.
Oh, absolutely.
So that joke, Katie, here's how we got that joke. Richard and I were in a Pizza Hut one day.
Okay.
And this family with this little boy was sitting at a booth kind of behind us. And all of a sudden we hear this little boy go, "Hey, Dad, I got a joke for you." The dad goes, "Oh, yeah? What?" And the little boy goes, "Dallas Cowboys." And Richard and I just started busting the gut.
You can insert any team you want, but you can use any team you want except the Indianapolis Colts because they're not a joke. They're not a joke.
She started laughing.
Big channels.
Giving them stuff, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Big channels giving other people. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not big enough to give out stuff, so I don't know.
You tried to do a giveaway. Got two.
I did a giveaway recently and got a whole 2 people who entered. 2.
It was sad.
So
I felt so bad.
they both get the prize. So as a matter of fact, whoa, that's today, isn't it?
Carmel Ghost Adventures even did a video on him. Huh?
Was that today?
How long ago was he a serial killer? Like, was this recent? You would have had 3. Oh, Sarah didn't know you would have had 3. Is what today?
Is today the 30th?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So yeah, I'm meeting one of the guys today to give him
I
his...
just thought you said you were meeting him. Was that supposed to be yesterday?
What's today?
Today's Tuesday.
I think it's today.
It's in my phone.
I think it's today
It's an alarm
at
in my
3:30.
phone.
At 3:30.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
Why?
Well, what time is it?
I don't know. Like, what time is it, guys?
Probably about 3 o'clock.
Yep.
3 o'clock.
Oh, babe, 2:59. You missed. There you go.
Missed it by one minute.
Missed it by
That much. So anyway, that's all right. I go to bed about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I sleep
we
most
gotta
of the
get
day.
up early and go do some stuff anyway.
We do. We're getting ready to take off, everybody. It's going to be fantastic. Going to be fantastic. So we were actually Yeah, we were in Texas a few months back.
We were.
We were in Zathura?
Sahara? No. Zavala. We have to go through all of it. Every time we say it.
Back in 96 or 97. Okay. That's
right when we met.
Yeah,
We met in October 96.
So, yeah, what was the name of that town again?
Zavala.
Yeah, we were in...
We literally went through all three again in my head.
We were in Zavala, Texas, at a national forest there. Had a great time.
Random, out of nowhere. Bloop, squirrel.
No, she's from Texas.
Bloop. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
3 a.m.
Thank you. Do you remember the name of the serial killer? I'll have to look that up. I'm sure I've probably heard about it. I know we would have had to have heard about it.
I don't know. Don't really care. Got nothing to do with me.
Richard's motto: got nothing to do with me.
That's what I live with. That's what I live by.
Moving on. It's nothing to do with me. Keep moving.
It doesn't have anything to do with me. It's none of my business.
What's that movie like? None of your business. Never mind. Keep moving.
I don't know.
I got a movie. I know what it is.
I have no idea.
We watched too many movies.
We did. They kind of did that in Paul. Can I ask why? No. Same place you camped in. Have the video on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And that little.
Yeah.
They pay, Sarah. Patrons pay. A Patreon account is a paid account. It's kind of like YouTube. I don't know if it's actually through YouTube or not.
I think it is through YouTube.
But
you
do
pay to
bonus
subscribe.
Material.
Yeah.
And it's like a monthly subscription rate that you have to pay. And
it's exactly like a YouTube channel, except the subscribers have to actually pay a monthly fee to see the videos. That's it.
But the videos are like extra videos.
Well, they don't have to. I'm just saying. That's all it
usually they're like bonus videos or extra videos that you don't see on the regular channel. They're more extensive most of the time.
You just pay to get to watch it.
I can't get freebies to sign up.
Yeah,
so I can't get somebody to pay.
I can't get people to watch my videos and they're free, so there's no way I can.
Do you remember when I used to say at the end of all of my videos, please subscribe? You know, it's free.
It's free. That's
it's
right.
Free.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So I think we're just see. Well, the reason why I said something because you live behind my grandfather's property. We were living there, and they wanted to look in the yard for bodies. Awesome.
Yes.
Wow. So you were close.
Holy cow. That would trip me out.
I don't think I've ever heard anything about it, honestly.
Can I tell my ghost story? I never told my ghost story. My parking in the cemetery ghost story.
Feel free.
You guys want to hear that?
She's got a ghost story for you.
You've heard that before, right?
I have.
Yeah.
Out at Albright?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, do you want to hear it? And I tell it anyway. So there's a cemetery in town that most cemeteries have this, but you have the road that goes in and it kind of goes way far back in the cemetery. So I was like, yes. And it curves around and then it comes back up. Well, at the back of that curve, there's a big, it's not a monument. It's where the actual caskets are sitting in it. What's that called? Mausoleum. Now it's like 6 feet tall and about 8 to 9 feet wide. So it's not like one of the super tall ones. People actually sit on it sometimes, which always creeped me out. But I was 16 years old. My boyfriend at the time decided we needed to go parking. So we went to this cemetery, because we all know what that means. And FYI, Michelle didn't park at 16. Thank you very much. I was a good girl, so I was 18 years old. So, squirrel! There it is. Michelle's getting tired. So we're back in there and we're parking. We're, talking. And out of the corner of my eye, I see something kind of in front of the car, and I'm like, what is that? And I look up, and you could see this white entity, for lack of a better word, standing there. And I was like, Pete, 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 Pete. And I kept hitting him, and he kept trying to kiss. And I'm like, dude, freaking look. And he finally looked. I'm getting goosebumps again. He finally looks, and he's like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, you get me out of here now. Get me out now. So he starts the car, and as we drive, it doesn't move. Like, once they're seen, they usually kind of disappear or move. No, it stayed right there. We drove through it, and it like went through the car. You could feel the cold. I get goosebumps again. You could feel the coldness pass through the car as it went through. Oh, freaked me out so bad. I won't go in that cemetery at night ever.
We need to do that before we leave.
Nope, not gonna happen. No. That's one of my ghost stories.
Take the video camera out there and spend the night one night.
No.
Who wants to see the video of us going out there and spending the night one night?
No. You be sleeping alone, home cry, because I'm not going. No. You come back here and get me when you're gone.
Look, just looking.
We need to end this because I need to go to bed.
She needs to go to bed. Let's check.
What are you checking?
Oh, it's still okay. All right, so that was
a sponsored overnighter.
All right, so we're gonna
tell you about when our house was possessed that we lived in.
All right,
that's a really long story.
We'll save that one for another day. Yes, we are gonna get off of here. We've been on for about 2.5 hours, so we're gonna
the longest ones.
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and get off of here. I would like to thank all of you for stopping by and saying hey, and I'm glad that everybody came by.
It was I was about 10, 11 years old, and it was not good. Okay, I'll tell it.
Okay, she's gonna.
Sarah, you twisted my arm.
Wait. Tell the story.
No, don't twist my arm. I only got one good one left. Don't mess with it. Stop.
Ow! Okay, tell the story. Hold on.
Okay, hold on, CR. I'm going to tell the story. So I grew up in a house that was built by Amish people out in the country. And it was right at 100 years old when we lived there. We lived there for over 36 years. My brother was about 2 years old. And the house, you walked in the front door, that was the living room. You could walk into the kitchen. Turn left, go straight. Hey,
how you doing? AWL from Sweden. Awesome. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
we've been on for about 2.5 hours. She's telling a ghost story right now.
So walk in, you're in the living room, you can walk through to the kitchen, you make a left, you're in the dining room, you go through the dining room, make another left, that was mine and my brother's bedroom. Make another left, you're in my parents' room, make another left, you're back in the living room. So you can literally walk this whole house.
They had in-wall sliding doors.
Yeah, we had huge 6-foot wide oak pocket doors that were massive.
It was massive.
So my brother went from the living room through my parents' room into our bedroom to set his toys down because it was time to put the toys away. He comes screaming, and if you've ever seen a cartoon where they're running so fast they're not going anywhere, their feet are just like boom, 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 boom. That's what he was doing, and he was screaming at the top of his lungs.
Is this about the old lady that used to sit in front of your bed?
No, that happened before we blessed the house, but she's not the one that was doing this. Okay. This was a not nice spirit. This was not nice.
It was an energy.
He was a horrible guy. So he came in there screaming, like, it's growling at me, it's growling at me. My brother was as white as a sheet, shaking like a leaf, freaking out hardcore, and it was like the whole house suddenly got really cold. Oh! Ooh, are you guys still there? Please tell me you're still there. My phone just like suddenly said, no! Oh, please tell me you guys are still there. Oh. Okay, I'm going to keep going because it says we're still going.
Okay, cool.
So, see, it doesn't even like me talking about it. Okay. So my mom decided we were going to have the house blessed. At that point in time, there was 3 people that we would rely on to do this to our house. One was my uncle. One was a man named Bob Murphy, who was a deacon in our church and a very strong Christian. and the other one was the pastor, who we're not going to talk about now. So we had Uncle Brad and Mr. Murphy come over and start blessing our house. They used anointing oil and went through each room and prayed. Now, while they were doing this, every time they would touch something and start their prayer, they would be told, I'm going to get you on the way home. You can do this, but I'm going to get you on the way home. They went everywhere in that house. They went down in the crawl space. They went in the full basement, which even Richard thought was a creepy... No, you can tell that in a minute. We'll get back to your basement story in a minute. And so we went... He was in my parents' closet. My dad had some records in there. And my dad said, Brad, some of these are yours. And Brad said, well, I think we need to pull them out and go through them. And can anyone... we can get to that in a minute. Not with holy water now. Not in my opinion, anyway. So anyway, we pulled out some stuff, and we found some records. I don't remember exactly what they were, but they tried to burn them, and they wouldn't burn. Kind of like with your Ouija board thing. Like the smoke swirled up and just went away, or the fire went up, like it swirled up and just went away.
See,
and then
that's energy. That's not...
And never let the records burn. But when they went out, Mom's like, I think with what you've told me, we probably ought to pray over your vehicles. So they went out, and Bob was parked about 30 feet from our front porch. He went out and laid his hand on his vehicle to pray for it, and it threw him off and almost to the porch. Like, seriously close to the porch. And you could hear it, like you could hear this roar that happened.
Spooky.
It was extremely spooky. And it literally just threw him off the vehicle and into the porch. So needless to say, they prayed over their vehicles. We didn't have any trouble for years after that. I will tell you that for over a year before that, Richard was telling you about the old lady that was sitting on the foot of my bed. My mom never believed that I saw her. I saw her all the freaking time. And I'm not talking like you just see something come over and sit. I wouldn't even be looking in that area, and I would feel the pressure of something sit down on the bed. And then I would kind of do the...
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Look, and you could see her sit there.
Yeah.
And we lived across the road from a municipal airport, a local airport, and they had a beacon light that anytime an airplane was in, I think it was within a 20-mile radius or something like that, they had to turn on their light. It's like a
FAA.
Thank you. Regulation. But the light spun... I got to get this right. The light spun counterclockwise. My bedroom was on the south side of the house. That light went from the north to the south side of our house when it would turn. I would see light come in through our windows, come in through the screen, like come from the south. And my mom and dad would always say, no, that's just the airport light you're seeing. That was not an airport light that came through my bedroom window. It's going the wrong way. For years, they didn't believe me. And then when Sean... when that happened to Sean, that's when Mom said, okay, wait a minute, something's up. I'm like, really? Really now? Now you're going to say something's up? Anyway. So, Richard went down in the basement one time.
I was down in the basement one time, and this, it didn't freak me out, and it wasn't mean. I could tell it wasn't mean.
You wouldn't go back down there, though.
No, I wouldn't go back down there. I mean, it didn't freak me out like spooky freaked me out. It just freaked me out. It was a woman. It was definitely a woman. And
she was attached to the house. I think she died there.
It was an apparition, kind of a smoky, flowy thing. But it went over my head, and I could feel its hand touch my head like this and rubbed my head. And I had hair back then a little bit. It would rub my head, and like I could feel like, no thank you, yeah.
Right?
And I could feel the rest of it just kind of going across, and I could feel like this cloth hit my face and just go across my face. Yeah. After that, I didn't like going down in the basement. It wasn't being mean. It wasn't being vicious or anything. She was very touchy, and it freaked me out.
Wait,
hair? Yes.
When I met him, he had hair. He had a military haircut. He didn't have like...
When she met me, I had a high and tight. Before I went into the Army, I had hair down to my butt.
The first time we ever met, I did this. I said, can I touch your hair, rub your hair? And he said, yeah, sure. And I went like that.
Yeah, but you did that to Boss Rutan too, and Kevin Randleman, and everybody else.
Yeah, but I didn't marry them.
No, you didn't. No.
I didn't do a lot of things.
No, but Randleman would have took you home that night, I think.
Not gonna lie, if I weren't occupied, I would have gone.
Yeah. She had a thing for Kevin Randleman, who was an MMA fighter for UFC.
McHotterton, I'm telling you.
Well, at least Mark Coleman didn't come over.
Oh, don't even. So gross.
Hit him where it hurts.
A professional fighter telling somebody to hit him where it
morning
hurts.
Here, otherwise nightmares.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's we got up. Well, we didn't get up. We about 1 o'clock. We decided 1 o'clock in the morning here. We decided we was going to go live and do a video. So we
were eating like a decades-old MRE. So.
See someone who says same as me. See someone who says the same as me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Richard and I seem to collect them. We actually had to ban shows like Ghost Stories and Ghost Hunters.
I never liked that crap anyway.
We banned it from the house.
Now, see, other than the few experiences,
because it seems like every time we watched it, though, a new one would come over.
I don't have an issue. See, her and I differ with about everything. We're about 180 degrees.
We are totally opposite.
Yeah.
So bad.
I don't mind energies like that coming into the house and hanging out. It doesn't bother me.
Well, that depends on your belief, I guess.
What?
How do you bless a house?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind them being around. I really don't. As long as they don't bother me.
The problem is, and here...
We used to have a little boy that lived in our trailer when we lived in the trailer.
First trailer.
No, the one that we just sold.
Oh, yeah.
We had a little boy that used to run down the hallway all the time and play in the hallway. And even Michael and Jaden knew about him and would sometimes get ticked off and come out in the hallway and yell at him to quit playing because he would wake them up.
He would wake them up at night.
But he would come in all the time and play in the hallway, and it didn't bother me. I mean, I didn't like the fact that, he kind of became a pester sometimes, but he didn't mean to be a pester. But every once in a while, you'd feel one coming in and just kind of hang out for a while and then take off and stuff like that.
We just seemed to.
But that boy seemed to stay there for a while. He liked the hallway. I don't know.
The first trailer.
He played ball down that hallway.
In 568, it was that lady and that man that were constantly in that other hallway. And I don't know what it is about hallways, but it's kind of like what's that movie where they talk about the doorways?
Oh, tweens, yeah.
Hallways seem to be a big tween. I don't know why, but seriously, think about every place we've had. If it's got a hallway, it's got something going on in it.
Yep. Yeah, tweens are like doorways or windows or things like that. But yeah, it seems for us, hallways seem
a passage. It's a passage.
Yeah.
Anything that you consider a passageway. So, speaking of the polar opposite, here's the thing with him not minding and me minding. And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, but this is how I feel. I tend to pick up on energies more easily, and I'm more sensitive to them than he does. He's more blocked to them than I am. I can't handle all that craziness going on around me all the time. It literally drives me bonkers. And
I tell him to chill out.
When he says they're not being harmful, no, they're not damaging anything except my peace and my calm. And I can't have that. Now, generally, I can walk into a space and he'll see me do it. Now, I haven't done it in a long, long time. But he'll see me look around and go, right? Like, I'll pretty much go, I'll leave.
She's natural and powerful.
I am extremely sensitive to it.
She's very natural. She's got a natural ability, even though she kind of takes it too far sometimes. But she's got a natural ability.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
But, like, my niece, Shyla, her mom is too.
She's very sensitive too.
Shyla is extremely sensitive. She went to the gas chambers, Germany, Nazi.
Nuremberg?
I think so. But she went to where some of the gas chambers were, and it tore her up. It took her months to recover from all
I remember
of that. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah,
And
she was a wreck.
I looked at him and I went, we are never going there.
She
Not
was a
that I
wreck.
want to travel out of country.
I remember
anyway.
that. She was a wreck. It's true. If you don't want them, they won't come. No, that's not true. Well,
okay, let me put it
in
this
my
way.
experience, it's not true.
If you don't want to be accepting of them, they're less likely to hang around. They might show up and peekaboo. Thank you. Yes, Auschwitz. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, AWL.
What'd I say?
Nuremberg.
Oh, that was the trials.
I'm horrible with that stuff. That's why I couldn't help our kids with history. Richard got to do it. But if you don't, and it's not like we invite them, but we're accepting. In other words, we don't condemn them right away. We don't.
I'm accepting.
You know.
As long as
I just
they're
don't like
not
them hanging out because they disturb my calm.
As long as they're not causing trouble, I don't mind them being around. You know?
The other thing we seem to collect a lot of is brownies. We seem to get brownies often. We never leave out enough food.
Well, not brownies, they're Bogarts.
Bogarts, that's what I always,
Brownies become Bogarts when you don't treat them right.
Well, we don't have enough money to feed everybody. They need to go hunt their own food.
You don't necessarily have to, you just can't be mean to them, and somebody's mean to them.
When you're disturbing my calm, it's not okay. And leave my schnit alone.
I got
They like to move my stuff around.
We have a lot of. I'm definitely not accepting. You can tell them to leave. Well, sure you can.
You got to be kind about it, though. I will say I'm generally nice about it. I'm not just like get the F out.
The nice ones will be nice, and the bad ones will be bad.
Yeah, you got some that get stubborn.
I have a lot of what I like to. Well,
so much for ending.
Yeah. I think that we have a lot of nature spirits, fairies, that sort of thing around just because of my nature.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of them. I collect them big time. But I'm not mean to them, and yeah, sometimes the house brownies and things like that will pester, and she doesn't like that, and then she gets kind of mean and angry with them, and then they get mean and angry, and then they become little Bogarts, and then they get really pestery. Just don't pester them.
Like the Detour trailer, I swear one of them took that. I don't know what happened to that.
Well, we always have things missing.
Always. Well, like right now, your cutter thingy.
Yeah, it disappeared.
MIA.
And it was sitting out. I know it was.
Sitting out.
That disappeared.
That one clicker of ours that never was found again.
But I always look at it like this, they apparently want it more than I do.
There was when we had cable, and we had 3 different little. So in our cable company here, you get the one main box for like your main living area or whatever, and then you get smaller boxes to go in like a bedroom or a den or whatever. Well, one of them like disappeared. Like I still to this day have no freaking clue whatever happened to that thing. Like even when we moved out of that trailer, it was never found. And I'm like, what do you want with a cable box? What are you watching? What you watching?
Brownie porn.
We didn't get porn on our channels. We didn't have that.
Maybe they did.
I don't know. Anyway, stuff like that.
Have you guys ever seen, what was the name of that movie? Spiderwick.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever watched that movie, Spiderwick?
That's another one that's not allowed to be watched.
I love that movie.
And that was one of those books that...
I got that book on my computer, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
I actually have that book. I actually have the book.
Do we still have it? I thought we got rid of it.
No, I still have it.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere out there.
I'll sing again.
Yeah, we can't do that. Okay, so we're going to get off of here now. It's been almost 3 hours.
I need to go to bed.
Looks like there's only 2 people watching at this moment anyways. And I would like to thank you for watching. And
yes, thank you for hanging out.
Thank you for hanging out and staying around. And a few newer people to my channel has come by, and I appreciate that very much. I see some of our long timers too. Yes.
Creative.
So yes.
Old Mr. Old Clunker.
Old Clunker was here for a while.
Yeah.
I think he left because of
Lady Bird, it's nice meeting you. Lady, what is her name?
Blind Wolf.
Blind Wolf. Lady Bird. Sorry.
Lady Bird. There is a Lady Bird.
There's a Lady Bird. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
You
gotta
guys
step
have a
over.
wonderful night or day or whatever it is for you. Yeah, we're gonna crash for a few hours, and then we got a lot of stuff to do in the morning. And Sunday we will be doing a live. What time are we taking off?
Around 3:30 or so.
Around 3:30 or so. We should be doing a live on Sunday. Of us taking out of
Don't
town.
panic if we're not live. It just means
Yeah.
we ain't left yet.
Yes. So anyway, thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard
Or your buddy's pond.
or whatever.
Bye.
What we do that? Is
Yep.
that what we do? Is that?
Yeah.
And then you go with that.
Yeah.